illegal in society. Because you can't just fuck me just because you just want to know, like, just this is what you left on the table. Like, no, I left you on the table for other reasons.
I said that that's my toxic trait, though.
Your toxicity is why you got to get the fuck up out of here. Okay? I don't need these problems. But what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Deaf Fresh Show. It is I, Mr. Tone Deaf. We are back in the building. I'm off camera today because, as you can see, we are joined by not one, not two, but three lovely ladies with us today. We first have Bianca, BJ, of the.
Blowjob?
Yes. Don't get her started, bro.
No, Bianca Janae.
Suck a good dick, get your rent paid.
But I do A. Period.
That's a fact. Cause see, my nigga, you done paid some rent.
You told me to come on the show.
Can I at least get through the intro?
Go ahead.
That's all I'm asking. Dog. Now I know how Mimi be feeling, dog. And then of the Purpose Over Pain podcast, and you might as well go ahead and say her residential guest.
Yes, my residential guest, Tiff. Boop,
Tiff,
boop.
if you try to look her up on Facebook, you are most definitely going to need a translator.
Oh, and will.
Because I can't tag her in shit.
She told me to Theo. Theo. If you type in Theophania, it will pop up.
Type in what?
If you type in Theo.
What truth be told, what does the symbols actually say?
So my name is in Greek, and it's in Greek because I speak Greek, and I taught myself how to speak Greek about 5 or 6 years ago.
Why?
Oh, so you're a Greek freak. I dig it. I too.
Hey, that need to be a button. Just hi too.
I do.
So what made you want to learn Greek?
Because when I was teaching at Woodland, shout out, woo woo.
I would say woo woo.
Yeah, but yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, you see Tommy in the back. Well, you hear Tommy in the back.
Okay, look. So when I was working, when I was a teacher, one of my students asked about Greek fraternity letters.
Okay.
And they were like, "Oh, well, what's this? What's Alpha Phi this and Alpha this and Kappa Kappa and whatever?" And so they were asking about all the different fraternities and sororities. Right. And I was explaining to them about it. And then they were like, well, what is that? Well, what are the letters? And I was like, well, it's based on the Greek alphabet. And they were like, well, what's the Greek alphabet? And so I was like, well, it's 20, however many letters. It was 24 at the time. I didn't know. But it's 24 letters. And then I was explaining to them, it's whatever. And so then I realized that I didn't know the Greek alphabet. And then I learned the Greek alphabet in order to explain to my students. And then after I learned the Greek alphabet, I was like, oh, okay, I learned the Greek alphabet. Okay, well, I can say it. Well, let me learn a few letters. Well, let me learn a few words. Let me learn a few sentences. Well, let me learn a few passages. And I couldn't stop. And so now I speak Greek.
Can't teach niggas nothing.
Can't stop, won't stop, Rockefeller.
Man, oh God, go right, go crazy.
And so now I am a Greek speaker.
What the fuck? What you
I
say,
taught
girl?
myself how to rewrite and speak Greek.
Oh, wow, that's impressive.
We're gonna talk later. I need you to do that. But
Ain't it? You
I
probably
fuck
just made somebody
that
dick
speak
hard.
I definitely, man.
Have
you
you ever
into
spoke
that shit?
Have you ever spoke that while having sex?
No, not.
Yo,
No, don't do that.
You
It
hit
sound
that. You hit that spot. And she started speaking Greek.
You sound like Tone.
I'm coming.
I remember I
Instant.
had a
Oh
Puerto
my God.
Rican. I said, speak that Spanish shit. But I said,
oh yeah.
That's-
Okay.
That's absolutely
yeah.
crazy.
then you got to put a towel down and you're trying to figure out why there's a pool in the kitchen because she out here wilding. And then we are joined by someone new to the TDR family, period, as a whole. Music extraordinaire. She makes the music that you can do shrooms to.
period.
That's a wild title to put on
music.
somebody's jacket.
Right.
Are you out here
She
making
made
shroom
that
music?
shroom music.
Yo, but do you know how there's a lane for that?
That's a fire
It
mixtape.
is.
That's a
It
fire
is.
mixtape series.
That's what I
Shroom-
picture
shroom
myself on
music.
shrooms, like this.
She makes the
You
music
ever
you
seen
can
that
do
episode
shrooms
of
to.
SpongeBob?
Yes.
That's what you
Yes.
like,
Yeah,
in the
see.
house in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Soon to be a future podcaster.
Yes.
We working on. We working on some stuff, but more importantly, she's gonna be. Hey, Tommy, she's gonna be one of the artists that are gonna be featured on Live from the Underground. So when we you-
What the fuck?
Outcast.
I
You
don't
heard him.
know.
He said,
I-
"Who
I
the
don't know.
hoo?"
Just-
Yeah.
just- Why? Why was it necessary?
Because it was a
Cool.
hootie hoo. It was a
hootie
shout out.
hoo.
Cause it's hip hop, nigga.
All right.
There you go. It was hip hop,
Right,
nigga.
that's a better answer than
And the
it's
greatest
hip-hop.
thing is that Big Boy has an owl, a pet owl named
Hootie who?
Hootie.
Oh,
Really?
That's extra swag right
I
there.
did
That's
not know
that's
that.
See,
dipped, that's
Big
dipped in hot
Boy.
sauce.
Not to change subject too hard, but this nigga Big Boy is on a whole different level that we don't respect because
yeah.
all we think about is 3,000.
Right.
But Big
Mhm.
Boy be doing some wild shit too.
Mhm.
Cause like what nigga first of all names his album Lucius Left Foot to begin with? Okay,
Child.
Who
that-
buys an owl?
who buys owl out of
A pet owl.
an owl? They don't do shit.
Hey, look, man.
Just sit there and turn their head all
Andre
the way around.
3000 wore furry pants and shoulder pads, bro. He the goat.
Well, they gotta get on somehow.
Yeah, true. There's got to be something in common. But we are joined by Miss Kendall Bell. Go ahead and clap it down for her one.
Hello.
Yeah, you turn my button down.
I had to turn them down so they ain't too loud to the people.
I know.
Oh, you know what it is? My book bag's in the speaker way because I didn't want feedback from me. But today we are here to
Talk about some
What
things.
was that?
a few
Some things
things
we'll be
here and
talking
there.
about, you know.
So Juan, how was your week so far? Matter of fact, how was everybody's week so far? Let's start with our new guest.
Mm.
How's your week been?
It's been pretty good. Just been working.
Selling drugs in the community?
Nah.
Facts.
She sounds so
I
sad.
work with the kids.
Right. She
And I
sounds
love the
sad that
kids.
she
I can't
works
be out
selling
there.
drugs.
I can't be out
Are you
there.
going to school?
I go to multiple schools actually. I do like an outreach program.
Oh,
so
nice.
yeah.
Clap it up for the
Nice.
kids.
Yeah.
I believe children are future.
The most I can do is make sure
Feed your
music. I
wedding.
can't be selling them.
Let them lead the way.
Period.
You give it to them, but you don't sell it. That's how you get them started. That's how you get them hooked.
Ooh.
Give them the freebies.
We going.
We put them on Ritalin, and then we slowly move them up to shrooms.
That's absolutely wild.
But is that not
Not
how
the
it
kids.
usually
You,
works?
Not
you
the
gotta
kids.
relax.
I gotta
Not the
relax. My
kids.
bad.
Just a little bit.
What about you, B? How was your week?
My week was okay.
How is working from home right now?
Working from home is clutch. It's so clutch. I get up, I move my desk from my living room to my bedroom.
Stop doing that.
Huh?
Stop doing that.
Man, listen. Because I changed positions. So, I'm a supervisor. Damn.
Literally.
So
Some shit racist, so.
I was
Now I got to be in a
New
living room.
right, I know, right? So
I
I
gotta
was a
work from
supervisor
home now.
before. Now I'm a trainer again. So because I have training classes, I have to be in my room. Because I need,
What kind of
I
training
need
is this?
privacy. Hey, I can train a whole lot of stuff, But it's doing okay. It's okay. It's okay. I love working from home because I don't really have to do too much. You know what I'm saying? I get up, fix my coffee, make sure I'm straight. And I sit down. I sit down, and then when I'm done work, I go and I sit on my bed and I figure out what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day.
What do you do for lunch for your breaks and stuff? What do you do?
Sleep.
No, normally
I was gonna
actually,
vote masturbate, but sleep is good.
well, I absolutely have.
See?
There has been
Juan
times
knows
when I had to
these
scratch an
things.
itch. Do a little. I'll be right back. I've gotten some dick.
Ooh.
At home.
While working in the background.
Yeah, I'm having a little computer issue.
My camera off.
No, oh yeah, I don't put my camera. I don't put my camera on, but I've had a couple of computer issues where
See,
I'm getting-
Tone,
getting
and
the
all
back blown
niggas
out.
want to do is pay their motherfucking credit card bill, and we can't. And this is why we can't. Fuck all you people that work from home. I swear to God. All niggas be wanting to do is get some customer service, and we can't. You want to know why she can't talk to me? She got a mouthful of dick.
You want to know why they need to take a break to get a mouthful of dick? Because y'all be stressing us out
I'm
for
not-
no goddamn
Calling for
reason
bullshit.
that we
No.
need to
you
increase
go.
our serotonin levels
There you go.
so we can deal with the rest of you
There you
fuckers.
go.
I'm
Bill do.
I'm
What
speaking.
do they?
Right.
I'm speaking for the customer that calls in with the great attitude, says, "Hey, I'm having an issue. I don't know if you're having an issue on your end, but on my end, there's an issue. Excuse me, sir, what is your issue? Well, this happened, and I just would like to know, can you fix it?" Sounds
And
very
I tell you to hold on, and I'm
right,
Blame
just
it.
mouth full.
Blame it.
well. The fact that
Blame it on the ones who call,
Pink hair,
who are full of
pink hair's in the building. Shout out to
Hey,
Pink
Miss
Hair.
Lady, how you
Pink
doing?
hair.
Tired.
So for those who don't know, the hoe just came in,
Damn, bro.
tired and worn out. So
I know.
As-
I
as
saw
most
I missed your,
as most
hoes
are.
your live yesterday. You got locked out of your room.
That shit was crazy.
how'd you get locked out your room?
I think she waiting for
Whole segment on
tomorrow.
the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can
she
we
waiting
start
for
with it?
tomorrow.
Because I'm gonna be curious about it all.
Mm-hmm.
all day tomorrow.
Y'all ready for tomorrow?
Is y'all ready?
What about you, Tiff?
That's why I'm in here charging them.
My week was okay. I mean, I worked. You know, I'm a third shifter, so you
How's
know,
that life like?
I love it
Why?
because I go in while everybody else is asleep. The work that I do is very clutch. I work with OGs now. I used to be a teacher, but now I am a caregiver, and I love it. I had to take a break because kids are bald headed these days. They're a little bit bald headed.
Fuck
You know what I mean?
fuck
They
you.
are.
A little bit, boy.
A little bit more, just a little bit.
I
got
Yeah.
four
of them.
I love them.
Fuck,
A little bit
fuck
more
them
like-
up.
You know, it's funny. It was the opposite for me, where I was working in like memory care and assisted living.
Okay.
As like a activity coordinator and
Mhm.
activity director. I needed a break from them,
Yeah,
so I started
yeah.
working with the kids again.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I think back and forth.
Yeah, and
It's
was-
times
was
you
the
need
reverse.
breaks.
It was the reverse to me
Yeah.
because I had been teaching for so long, and then it got to a point where it's just like, okay, pandemic, all the like, this is crazy. Kids are different.
I couldn't do anything
Very.
where it comes.
I
to
couldn't work with
having-
kids. I barely
No,
like
of
being
working
around
with
my two
kids.
girls sometimes, especially when they be going through their mood.
Cause I whoop ass.
And I can yell at my kids and
Yeah.
punish them and tell them
Mhm.
what they need to do, and they get right. There's 15 other kids I can't
Yep.
do that to.
yeah.
But I will say this: yesterday at my girls' school, they had Superman Day. So basically, bring your daddy to school day, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
I had fun.
You super.
Oh, you a Superman? Oh,
To my kids, hell the fuck yeah.
Oh, period.
To my kids,
I
hell the fuck
definitely,
yeah.
I definitely understood it,
I
but I
love
just
it.
pictured Tone in like a Superman costume. Wildest shit ever. Visuals.
Visuals.
they're
You know, I
fun.
would wear khakis. I would khakis on the
Yeah,
bottom.
khakis,
Shirts.
khakis in a polo
Khakis
with
in
a
the
cape
front.
on.
Sweat. Nope. The S is a sweater vest, my nigga.
Yeah,
Wild.
that's nuts.
Real
Right.
dad.
You be like the
activity.
State Farm superhero?
Big facts.
Ooh, with a can go though.
I like how she thinks. See, that's
Okay,
why
can't go. I like
she
a
gonna- she
fitted.
might be the
I
better
like a
date,
nice
fam.
little fit- What the fuck? No, I'm just playing.
But it was cool because when I went to my oldest, because hers was first, and they did all outside activities. They had all outside activities, and they were doing the beanbag toss. This is when you realize,
Hacky
like,
sack?
whatever it's called, where you got to throw the bean bag into the little hole.
Oh, cornhole.
That is not what cornhole is.
Yes, it is.
Is
Yes,
it
it is.
for real?
Yeah, cornhole.
That's
You
what
a
it's called.
military
Yeah.
nasty nigga, which is why you know what it different
I've
for.
never heard that.
Yo, why are you a freak? No, pause. If
Wow.
necessary. You freaky as fuck, man.
Wait a minute. That's what it's called for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never knew the name of the game.
Beanbag
No.
toss.
Yes, the big bag in the hole.
But that's not the
Yes.
funny part. He was like, that's not what we call cornhole, is the funny part. Like, what are you niggas really doing?
Look, I grew up.
What are you
I
really
grew up
calling
on Beavis and
cornhole?
Butthead. Okay.
Shout out to
You
Cornholio.
know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't. That's why I never
Shout out
thought.
to my nigga
The
Cornholio.
fact that dog really wild.
And
Wow.
he needed TP for his bungo.
And that's
He really just
wild.
wanted to wipe his ass and niggas wasn't fucking with him.
Wasn't fucking with a nigga.
He had the shit and niggas was like, nah, bro, get out of here.
No. But I gotta talk about that in a minute too, because I did movie times with friends and we did The Color Purple. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Why the fuck would anybody watch that sad ass, you know what?
Hey, I love the color purple.
Well, we gonna talk about that in a minute because
Okay.
that's the response that we got, that people loved it until we watched it. Hits differently when you're older. So
Mm,
they out
triggers.
here playing. Little kids are wild. Okay.
mhm.
When I tell you it was the girls against the boys, and the girls was literally cussing the boys out all the time. The boys was ribbing the girls was ready to fight them. So I'm sitting here talking to my baby. I'm like, do y'all always say, oh no, that's what we do all the time. We'll throw the bag, talk shit. She didn't say talk shit though. They throw the bag, we'll rib each other back and forth, roast each other, and then we'll just go back and be friends. And that's exactly what they did. They sat there and really disrespected each other repeatedly, and then was like, "You guys want to go get popsicles? Yeah, let me get a blue one."
But Tone,
The kids.
Tone,
Right.
that's what happens here.
I was
True,
just
but
gonna
that's what I
say,
was
we do that every
But I was
fucking
just
weekend.
surprised that they
Right.
do
He
it at
just
the
called
age
me
of 10.
blowjob.
I just thought it was.
My bad. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't know they
I
did
don't
it
even
at
know
the
you didn't say
10.
that. That was offensive as fuck. My
It starts
bad.
somewhere.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know it started at 10.
You ain't deserve
I
that.
thought you had to experience life first to become an asshole.
I mean, it might be true, but it wasn't for me to say.
But
that.
then when I went to my youngest, I actually got there 5 minutes late, and I felt bad because every dad for every single kid was there.
On time.
Oh,
Except
Look
the
at you.
nigger.
Except for you.
No.
Except the nigger.
Ironically, there were more black dads than any other race there.
like that.
because that's
There
when
was a
Sean
lot
had
of
no
black
jobs.
dads. A lot of black
Hey,
dads.
I'm still trying to figure out how these white people be getting these black kids.
Statistically,
Nobody got an answer for it.
statistically,
that'd be a
there are
hater to
more
say
black,
that.
active black fathers than actually reported.
It was.
Yeah,
It is.
I-
And that's
in
I
life.
agree.
In
with
life,
that.
it is.
I think so.
and we were there.
Somebody go find my dad.
Damn.
Oh.
Dog, I thought we gave up on that nigga.
That got dark real quick.
No, we gave up. We gave
I
up
don't even
on
know
it.
where to come after that.
Right.
Me. But Bazinga.
I hate you.
Yeah, a little
I
bit,
really do.
A little bit. That was good though. You
It was
"Oh, that
great.
shit
It was just,
flowed."
I hate
fucks
you.
with it.
You know what? Too much practice on Sunday is the reason why we're kind of good with this.
All
right. So went to there, dads were all in there. She and it was funny because I was late. It was like, oh, you said you think I was gonna come? I was like, no, I knew you was gonna come because you already told me you were gonna come. At least you made it to this one, unlike mom, because she didn't come to ours at all. That was like, damn,
Your kids are brutally honest.
brutally honest,
Brutal. Dog.
brutal.
Are you gonna
I
call
love it,
moms
though.
out like that?
I love it though. 'cause
She just
my
threw
kids
trees
know
under the
it's
bus.
some
Because you
things
know
that
what
I'm
your
not
mama
doing.
do for a living child.
She do. It was just funny because
Your mama's getting a bag.
their mom always talked about how she never got the notification about it, so they really always like throw that in her face that
Mhm,
she
that
didn't
don't
show up,
come.
like she didn't come up for it. So I had to kind of make her not feel like the
Well,
worst parent in the world, because it's like, no, it's just I told her I got lucky. I just happened to check my email. I didn't I had knew about it like a whole month ago. So
well, you know what, Tom? I'm glad that you are embracing your role in life because I see what you're trying to do. You think you slick.
what do you mean?
What you think you trying to do?
Tone is slowly transitioning into becoming a cat man.
Oh.
Like he really just want to be a stay-at-home dad, and I fuck with it. You're not wrong, but
What you
we
think,
see what
Tom?
you're doing.
I am a whole entrepreneur. I cannot be a stay-at-home
You
dad
you
if I
trying-
have a whole business
you
to
trying to
run.
be
I don't know what
stay-
you're talking about.
You can't be a kept man.
I can't be kept.
He won't
You
be-
know what? I can't let myself be kept.
He want to be
It
kept.
has nothing to do
You
with
wanna
gender
be
It
roles.
is
I
much
wanna
easy.
be
It's much
seen.
easier to be an entrepreneur when you're kept.
Facts.
This is a true statement.
Facts.
This is a
See?
true
You see what I'm
statement.
saying, Tommy?
Comma but.
Because when you think
'Cause-
about it,
Because I'm in
Yeah.
in between blessings, and you over here just like, oh shit, I'm just gonna be at the studio.
Right.
I'm gonna have lunch with the girls, nigga.
Doug, do you ever listen to the amount of shit that Tone do when most niggas should be at work?
I do still be at work. I just don't stay at work all day.
Doug,
Hey, he popped up on the breakfast sandwich the other day. He just came walked in. I was like, dude, you ain't gotta work? I took off.
hey, that's clutch though. I love that. I love that.
I have some PTO to use.
Man,
some
I
shit
took
to
off
do.
3 days in a row.
Yeah,
That's what
nothing
I
to
say,
do.
you
He
not
just
going
wanted to
though.
not be at work. And
And you know
respect
what?
that.
And that's the thing. I have hit that point in my life where
Them half days.
I
be
just
clutch as
don't
a
want to
bitch.
work no more. I don't want to go to a regular 9 to 5 no more.
I feel that.
Like it's not in me to do it no more. Like
If you're gonna work, you would rather probably be doing something that you enjoy.
right.
Right.
And I know
love it. Let's
and
make
I
some
know
money out of
being
that.
here, honestly, if I take the 9 to 5 out, okay, and just focus solely on this, the
Mhm.
amount of money I can make doing this was filling the gaps. The only thing I would feel bad about is because I got personal shit to pay for still.
Right.
And I don't want to use the business money to take care of my personal shit right now until I start paying myself out. Because I got to pay Tommy first to make sure he gets his bag. And then I got to pay myself out.
Right.
Then once I get to that point, then I'll be comfortable with like, fuck this job.
Right.
Two
right.
guns blazing and out my way out the door not caring. But I can't do that right now.
For sure.
But I might start door dashing. I heard it's a good lucrative business if you time it right.
Instacart too.
Yeah.
Don't play
Yeah,
with
I've
it.
heard
Yep.
that too.
My
So I might
sister
do
does
that instead. I got a nice little Buick.
I'll
I
be
can
grocery
haul some
shopping.
shit.
Whatever makes my brother happy, fam, do that shit, bro.
Please.
But we can't say that about everybody though.
Why not?
So recently, Trey Songz.
Is this nigga still walking freely? Like, why is he
Yeah.
not arrested? Like, get
Current-
this nigga in custody.
Right. He
Currently,
should motherfucking
right
pinky
now,
toe,
Trey
like-
Songz is going through a $10 million lawsuit
Is this on top of what was already?
for exposing a
With
woman
Megan
at the pool
Thee
party.
Mm.
Yo, what
No,
is-
I thought it was something else.
He
that he
it may
was
be
going
on top of
through.
it. This nigga don't know how to chill.
The R&B niggas.
So
like, wow.
recently, a lawsuit was filed Thursday in regards to Trey Songz production company and his manager Kevin Lyles, claiming they neglected in their supervision of their clients and were responsible for some of his action. Basically, Trey Songz
Yo, this nigga need a
is
babysitter?
being sued for sexual battery and assault after allegedly grabbing and exposing a woman's titties at a pool party.
This is why you always got to ask for
So
consent.
she wants $10 million for her titty out.
It's okay.
Against her will, though.
You keep
It's
putting
against
your
her
foot
will.
on me. You
And I
kinda
think I
tall.
read they like
That's cool.
recorded it too, and so
Yeah,
I'm-
and
in a
they-
minute, I'm gonna think you flirting
Oh,
with
and
me.
he's like
So if they
humiliated.
recorded it,
Oh.
so if they recorded it now, you defamation of character,
Mhm.
pornography against her will with no consent.
Mhm.
Oh, it's a this nigga need to be stopped.
Didn't he just get in trouble for like false imprisonment?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was talking about. Yes.
Like Trey Songz is a filthy nigga. Can we please get this?
and
nigga out of here?
but I don't.
He not even that great of
understand.
a singer for us to still be holding on to
No.
folks.
No,
No,
He
he's
got
not.
a few slaps, but other than that, bro, you can really get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
We
If
forgiving
they
Chris
can get
Brown.
R.
We don't
Kelly
need
and,
folks.
and Bill Cosby, they need to get him too.
Like
Right.
we,
No, wait a
Lock
minute
him
now.
up with the rest.
we got
Wait a
Usher
minute,
and Chris
wait a
Brown. We're
minute.
good. We're good.
Wait a minute. They did not forgive R. Kelly or
No, I said if they got R. Kelly.
Oh, yeah,
and
okay,
Bill
I was like,
Cosby.
those
are
are
different
No,
things.
no,
We
no.
forgave Chris
We
Brown.
ain't forgive them.
no. Chris Brown earned.
But
His
it
forgiveness.
doesn't matter. We got Usher,
Okay.
we got Chris Brown, and we got Drake. You can Trey
We
Songz can
good.
go.
We
good on the light
We-
skin
I,
nigga.
you know
I
what?
agree with
But
that.
Trey Songz is not light
I don't. We caramel, brown skin.
Okay.
Curtain,
Excuse me.
Get
Excuse
this
me.
nigga.
Excuse
khaki.
me. A representative of the dark delegate. We do not accept Trey.
We
Well,
don't.
he's not. He's
Trey
not
Songz
dark
is
He,
one of
he
us.
either.
Trey Songz khaki.
He's caramel.
He khaki.
He's khaki.
He's khaki.
Or like he like
Well, like
that.
you-
He
you're
like those
khaki.
brown dickies.
You're
Peanut,
khaki.
peanut butter. Like
I don't know what. Pause. Why am I classifying a nigga skin tone? I don't like this. Can we move on?
I mean, y'all got the same skin tone, I think.
I don't look. Trey Songz is nah. I'm not out here in false imprisonment.
You
Don't
got
put that
hair
on
though.
me.
Well, speaking of people,
Shout out to my hair, man.
You got hair.
What's today? Today the 3rd?
Trey Songz had hair
Then
too.
that means tomorrow is my anniversary.
Period.
Yeah.
Well, anniversary of what?
I've had my hair for a year.
Oh, period. It's our anniversary.
yeah, you did join the lot
Okay,
Lot
I
Nation.
did.
Happy
Nice.
lock anniversary.
Ain't you?
Oh, look at y'all.
Ain't you due
Hey.
for a twist up?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till my birthday.
Okay.
when's your birthday?
July
first.
1st.
I think that was a dig time.
July
He was like, nigga,
1st.
you need your hair done.
He needs a haircut.
Oh yeah, I literally missed my
He look
haircut
like Morgan
appointment
Freeman right now. bro.
again.
And he blamed it on me.
Hey, Don's upstairs.
I missed it because I sat in. You know, he told me, "Hey, give me about 30 minutes." So I
He
came
was
downstairs to
assistant.
check on her. Then I got drugged into the conversation, and then I never left.
Right, which was a very interesting conversation. When I walked into the studio today, there was 2 young ladies discussing some really, really wild shit.
What did you hear?
And all I heard was, this is what I heard.
What'd you hear?
I heard when I walked in, I want to go on a date with him, but I fucked him already.
So
Now, very intriguing because I don't like, I mean, if he like you, the fucking is out of the way now. We should be able to go on a date. But I really wanted to know where this shit started.
about the
Okay.
fucking or how the conversation
How-
started?
How the
Yeah.
conversation started.
Oh, okay.
And then I want to go all the way to the beginning of how y'all started talking, and then we'll get in where I came in.
So,
Tommy said this-
on the most latest episode of Purpose Over Pain, we were discussing resetting the roster.
Mhm.
So basically, what we're doing is not just like getting rid of all your hoes and get new hoes. I mean, you're gonna do that regardless of summertime.
Right.
But we were more so talking about like changing the dynamics of what dating looks like for you to begin with.
You want
If you
to change
keep-
the rotation?
Not just only the rotation, but just like what we
What
want
we
and expect.
Mhm.
You know, it's time to level up.
Mhm.
Like you can't keep wanting hoes that like chicken tenders and fries and fuck on the first date. Sometimes we gotta have bitches who know how to cook fried chicken the right way,
Mhm.
using the buttermilk and stuff like
No,
that.
that's cool. She can cook, but
know what I'm saying?
I would still appreciate if she fucks on the first date. That's cool.
I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
See, I didn't add that part, though.
I'm pretty sure you would.
But what we were just saying is just changing what you look for in a mate.
You gotta
Right.
change your life algorithm.
Right, change your algorithm.
But I feel like you as a person, you are always evolving, so
Mhm.
it should always change.
Absolutely.
Now,
But the
I don't.
problem-
It depends on like your evolution is how you should, periodically change just the type of shit you into. Like when you look at shit that you might have been into when you was 25, and you look at the type of life you were living, you probably was always in the club,
Mhm.
always outside, and then you notice the kind of friends that you had was the hoes who always wanted to be in the club, always wanted to be outside. Then as you slide into your 30s, you might enjoy wine and reading books, and that means you are more now a homebody.
You
when
know what they
start
call
to-
that one?
So now when you start to look around, the type of people that you hang out with are gonna change.
You know what they call
But-
that one?
Like you might have become a mom between 25 and 30.
Right.
So now a book and some wine and Netflix, that's your bag.
Wine.
So now you only want to hang out with bitches that do that, which
Mhm.
means you're gonna only meet niggas who might be into that.
Wine.
How many
I ain't
niggas
saying
you-
it ain't fuck niggas involved in that, but them the type of niggas
Right.
you gonna meet.
Wine.
What's up?
I didn't call it the name 8 times.
he
My
really
bad,
did.
I'm
He
sorry.
was-
I was
he was in his zone.
I was in the zone. I had to get the whole thought out.
You
You
made
had
it
to get that out.
Stephen Covey calls that your circle of influence.
Nigga, did you just get philosophical? on
Woo,
that?
that-
did.
But
He
that's
did.
tight though.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a circle of influence. It's the
Okay.
people that you hang around with. You change your
But-
circle of influence, you change the people that you interact with.
Right. You
Right.
go
Right, but that's the thing. A lot of people don't want to do that because
Mhm.
while you were 25 and you were in the club, you were a popular nigga.
Right.
So to change that means
Right.
to take yourself out this field of popularity
no,
perception.
you're gonna be 40 and still
the
want to be
and,
popular.
and how many people do we know that
yeah,
are
I
still
know a lot of
40
niggas who 40
Nigga,
still
and
want to
and
be
this
this
is-
popular.
still
and this
trying
is
to
the-
hold on to that.
Right. And this
Still
is
in
the
the
thing.
club
It
every
wasn't necessarily because you said, when you're 25, like we're talking about last year you had your roster.
Right.
What was the intent of you having your roster? Was it just for you to have a roster and just to fuck as many bitches as you want? Or was it the intent of you actually finding your person? And if that was the intent, what happened? Why were you not able to find? Because like I told or like I said, that I was told that the resetting the roster was toxic. And to the point that you made, yes, things can change, 25 to 30 years of age, but it can also change within a year.
That's
very
true.
true.
A lot of things can happen that
Very
can
true.
change what I'm actually looking for.
Why is that
If
toxic?
you've outgrown the situation,
That's what it was told to me, that it was toxic.
Yeah, how was that?
if you've outgrown the situation, in fact, it's healthy to
Mhm.
let it go and move on. It just depends on how you go about telling them
Right.
that you were looking
And
for something different.
That's some
you know?
human shit. Like,
Well,
you could wake up one day and be like, dog,
Well,
I
hold
love
on.
apples. And then tomorrow be like, the apples is shit. What the fuck am I eating?
Well, hold on now. As a former fuck nigga, I know that for it to be considered toxic,
nigga said
meaning that
former.
you didn't care.
Recovering fuck nigga.
As a former
They
fuck
said
nigga,
we never recover.
We need to
Once
stop
a
that.
fuck nigga,
It's
always a
all
fuck.
raised.
No,
We
no,
will
no.
always, you
DNA.
never
It's
get
always
that.
deep down.
That's the worst label that you never get.
Well,
off.
hoes will always be hoes, so we couldn't blame Tammy.
That's
I mean,
a fact.
so
That's a fact. I don't even know Tammy, but it's not her fault.
It's not her fault, fam. But no, it's considered toxic because you spent the last 365 days with these 5 individuals,
Mhm.
and in so many words, you misled them to believe that it can be more than what it is.
Mhm.
So you play
But
with
what
their
if that-
feelings.
What if she didn't do that though?
I'm only explaining what from a fuck nigga's mentality. I'm not saying that's
Oh.
what she did.
Okay, so you explaining it from the thought of this bitch made me feel like she put it on me that it was gonna be something. Okay, I can see how.
It's the misinterpretation of a fuck nigga.
right,
Fuck
because niggas
niggas,
be like, I don't like you. Oh my god, he loves me.
right.
Oh my God.
Well, from the perspective of fuck niggas, because we know actual fuck niggas who do fuck shit.
This is
Right.
true.
Okay, they will make it seem as if just by giving out dick and spending a little time with them, they got this bitch in the bag, that they can go back to her at any given time they want to. But then when they wake up one day and she's on Cabo with a nigga fully in the picture, not just a hand, but full nigga in the picture, now it's like, oh, how could you do that to me? Nigga, you didn't do nothing.
Right.
It's one of those, nigga, where's the pressure?
Right. Right.
You were applying the pressure of a sponge. She needed a motherfucking jackhammer.
You, I,
3
What?
hours later.
Not the 3 hours.
as a nigga, we need new. Like we gotta change.
We got to
this.
change it all.
Like
We gotta
I don't-
drain
I
the
don't
pool.
like the terminology that we use.
That's part of the problem.
Yeah,
Like-
and we talked about that
Like
too.
when they
Mhm.
say apply pressure, like we gotta find a different way for that, because like what do you mean by apply pressure?
Okay.
We have 3 lovely young ladies right here
Nah,
who can answer this for
'cause
you.
It's like
Can I expound?
the nigga of
Only
me-
in Greek.
we're not gonna understand it.
Right. I'm be
We had
sitting
to
here.
turn Siri on to translate this.
Right.
You want to be fancy, my nigga.
So, okay, applying pressure, right?
Shit. Okay.
So you can swap out pressure for effort,
Mhm.
right? And so the pressure is the effort that you apply to show me that you are interested in me and you would like my attention. Okay, so if we would look at this from a non-toxic, perspective, so
A
if
healthy-
this is not
Mhm.
a chick trying to get your money, a chick trying to get you to pay her bills, a chick trying to just get you to just
Mhm.
pull in
Okay.
and just
Let me
whatever.
ask you a question real quick.
Yes.
Let's report on. Does effort come in different colors?
It does. It's subjective.
That's racist.
No, not as a racism thing, but like she just said, she answered, it's subjective. So I could be applying pressure or what I feel like I am doing my necessities to get your attention, but you don't like that. So
What-
you don't like it from me. That's why I'm asking,
Okay.
when is this applying pressure?
Let's back
'Cause
up.
Me and John could be doing the same shit. Like John sent you some flowers.
Okay.
And you was like, oh my God, that's the cutest shit ever.
Uh-huh.
Then Juan sent you some flowers. You like, oh, I hate this nigga. This shit's disgusting. Why is he on me like that?
Okay, but this is the thing.
But it
though.
was the same gesture.
because
Okay.
there's a lot of men who do not know how to read the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I got Tone and I got you, and the both of you all are trying to
Okay.
come at me,
Right.
okay? I'm not just because of the person that I am, and like she said, we're talking about in a healthy situation here. We're not talking about, oh, I'm just playing with you because I want to get
Right.
you to feed me.
Okay.
We're talking about in
Health-
a healthy
Healthy
situation.
situation.
Mhm.
You have to learn how to read the room. If there had to be something there for her to say, or some type of action that she gave you to say, you might not want to send this bitch some flowers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If she's not reciprocating the energy, stop wasting yours.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Because guys tend to have this.
Y'all do that.
So
Like
y'all
I
want
think-
pressure to be applied, but you want it to be applied from someone that you
That I
already
won't.
like.
Absolutely.
But this
But-
goes back to our conversation earlier
Mhm.
where we need to be open and honest with the
Absolutely.
communication in the beginning. Because
Right.
had you, when he first
Mhm.
showed interest in you, that he decided to send the flower, you could have easily was like, oh, these flowers are sweet, but I don't see you like that.
Right.
Boom.
Not my guy.
That cuts him off. But then you gotta also tell other bro who sent you the flowers, okay, fam, I fucks with this. I like you. So
Absolutely.
he's gotta, you gotta let him know you like him so
Right.
he can continue to apply said pressure. A lot of women don't tell a motherfucker
Because
that
they
I-
don't like you.
No, there are women who won't say shit too.
No, those women.
If a woman
don't
wants
like
you,
you.
she's going to
Yeah.
let you know.
I'm
Especially if you showing
If
her
you
that you
want
want her.
bullshit.
We going to tell you we
That's
want
how
you
there
back.
are fuck niggas, there are fuck
No,
bitches.
there are absolutely
Oh, my.
fuck bitches. However, when we talking about a woman who is really interested
Did you use,
in
air,
you,
you use air quotes when you said
No,
woman?
I don't.
No, you should.
no, I
A
don't.
lot of y'all ain't
Because
women,
when you-
just like a
when you-
lot of us ain't men.
Well, no, well,
But
I
that's
don't.
not-
I think that's
Let them
that's
talk, Juan.
subjective, and I don't really because I don't really subscribe to that. Oh, you not a man type shit. Like I don't really do that. But I think that a lot of you men, you all continue to try to chase somebody with really not the real intent of really going forward and doing anything with, like I said
Right.
before, there are men who like the idea of being with me,
Mhm.
but they are not willing to go what I require in order to be with me. But then there's also the flip token of it that there may be a man that I may be interested in. If I'm interested in that man, I'm going to go after that man. Not go after because it'd be some bitches that'll be listening, be like, oh,
Hey,
you chasing a man.
fuck them hoes.
Uh,
I
but-
love women who
But you're
shoot
going
they
to
shot.
reciprocate, is what
Okay,
she's
but
saying.
you
Yeah.
just-
Right.
You said your birthday July 17th, you were Cancer. Every Cancer I know want women to shoot their shot. Every single
I didn't-
one.
I just said
I'm a Cancer.
I like women who like me. Like,
But-
come on,
I'm a
baby,
Cancer.
show me
I'm a
that you
Cancer
like
too.
Okay,
me.
but look though.
Are you?
I am. July 10th.
July 5th.
Oh,
Look
you
at-
cancers.
look at,
Okay.
And I'm on the first of the motherfucking month.
Hey, I had. It was witnessed that I was had some shit thrown at me, and I did not enjoy it.
Oh, you had some what? Shit like what? Like who she? Like somebody
Yeah, it
was.
was,
She shot her
They
shot.
shot her shot.
It was-
Like
It was a little,
Kaboom!
it was
Like-
a little, it was a little
and I-
awkward.
A little
yeah,
aggressive.
It was a little awkward. It was a little
Little
aggressive. I was like,
Really?
Now that situation,
That's different.
that was kind of wild.
well,
no, that's,
shoot your shot. Got a whole. It's a whole spectrum of shoot your shot.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
That's it.
I-
That was the extreme.
I don't want that
Okay.
kind of shot being shot.
So he
Hmm.
said it though. The spectrum of shooting your shot though. There's a
Mhm.
spectrum. So like
Mhm.
there's a difference between
Because Tiffany is not one who
I don't
typically
agree with
shoots
that.
her shot.
I
She
do
don't
not agree with
it.
shooting your shot because my thing is okay. If a man wants you, if he likes you, if he's interested in you, then he will initiate that.
But
if
what
he's-
about what you want?
But if he's not the type
Hmm.
that will
She gonna
initiate
get what she wants.
the fact that
Mhm.
oh I want you, I like you, I mean then you probably ain't the one for me. You know what I mean? And that's
I
okay.
feel you.
You know what I'm saying? I like the confidence thing is a factor. The conversation is a factor. So
Mhm.
if you're not confident enough to come and tell me that you're interested, if you don't have the conversation to tell me that you're interested, we're probably not gonna get along
Mhm.
at all. Because
I
I'm
speak
I'm
Greek.
big on conversation.
Yeah, I don't speak Greek, so I know we don't jam.
Well,
we don't jam.
Well, I
at
had
all.
a man. I had someone tell one of my friends that he was intimidated by me, and that's why he would always inbox me, and then he would, oh, I would love to take you on a long ride. I would love to. I would, you know, because those are things that I
I'm
like.
too childish for,
Because-
for your boy.
Because those are things that I like, that I've expressed that I like. I would like to do this and I would like to. But then you tell my friend you're intimidated by me. And so when she tells me he's intimidated by you, that immediately you just talked yourself.
Some
out of,
women are a little scary, man.
But why though? Like
Some
for
people
me,
shy, like,
why
I
would
don't know
somebody
what
be
is a
intimidated
thing.
with me? Like I'm probably the softest little bitch on the planet. I mean, I
Do
don't
you
talk
see-
like it, but
Do you
That-
see?
and that's
I was
probably
just
what
gonna
it
say,
is.
like, do you see how you come on?
You don't talk like it.
But
There's
I'm
gotta
saying,
there's gotta be
though,
an
like-
energy match though. Like
Right.
if
That's true.
if
That's true.
if the shot is shot so hard,
yeah.
it's harder than I would shoot my shot at you. That's
You know-
that's
okay.
just not working.
I can describe you in one person.
Okay.
You are an Eartha Kitt.
Oh, and I love her.
Marcus.
I absolutely love her. I love her when she said, "A lot of men want to be in my bed, but they don't want to love me."
Mm.
I love Eartha Kitt.
She also said, "I'm not wearing
Oh,
any
God.
panties."
Absolutely.
My
But you know
God.
what? But Eartha Kitt, she got down with John Dean. She got down. What's his name? Did I say his name backwards? What's the little white man?
There's a lot of little white men out there.
She had threesomes with
James
She
Dean.
James Dean. I
She
said
took
John
down
Dean.
Adam West,
She-
too.
Yes,
James
she
Dean
had
back then.
threesomes
Eartha
with
Kitt,
James.
why?
You know,
Yeah,
she took,
yeah,
you
Eartha-
know she took down Adam West.
Why
Yeah.
Eartha Kitt fucking
If you-
Batman?
Yeah.
There's a
was a wild girl.
old documentary of
Catwoman.
like
Mhm.
them talking about Batman 66, and Adam West is talking, and he's talking about the different Catwomen, and when he get to Eartha Kitt, fam whole vibe changed.
He gave Eartha Kitt Batman 60 dicks.
No,
in this
no,
motherfucker.
no.
She gave
She gave it to him.
it to him.
Eartha Kitt is the reason why the Selena Kyle Batman storyline exists.
Shout out, get clap it up. Right?
Hands down.
I'm telling you.
Like the whole
But this is
reason-
interesting that you would pick that person to say
He old.
that would be.
They old too.
that
That's
would
why the
be-
reference worked.
So that's
You are
why.
a podcaster, Tom. How many times I gotta tell you that?
So that's
That's good
so
at what I
there's
do.
intimidation in that, and then you said how you
think
come
about
off.
no, you gotta look at the reason why I use that is look at how confident
Mhm,
and proud
Right.
Eartha carried herself.
mhm,
Like even though when she gets with that man, she may be so in her space with that
Mhm.
person, but publicly when you see her, she stands proud.
mhm.
She
You okay?
stands tall. She gonna
You all right?
speak and
Yeah,
command the
I'm just
room.
listening.
Oh,
Oh, that's some good.
I
That's
saw
some good
the
shit
eyes
I
go
was
like,
just
"What's
That's
that?"
some good shit though. That's some good shit though. I'll take that.
Did we lose you, Kendall?
No, I'm listening.
Right, like why you
I'll
so?
take-
Don't be upset.
No,
though.
because I for me, I really want to know how I'm seen. Like it like a lot of people be like, I don't give a fuck how nobody think. Like for me, that means a lot to
Right.
me. Because I want to make sure that I'm reaching people in the right way. I want to make sure that I'm dealing with people in the
Yeah.
right way.
Like what? Y'all like best friends or something? Like what's this dynamic?
No,
We're Facebook friends.
we
Facebook
Facebook friends, and we
Yeah.
just
They
this
co-host.
is my boo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
They
she-
co-host.
But
She's
like-
right. She doesn't. She
but no.
hey, I can one call. That's all. Come
I-
on.
I asked that because like when you look at them, it's like if y'all was out, you come off as the quiet friend, you come off as the I whoop your ass friend.
Oh, I will. I will. With
Hey.
your ass.
Well, okay, well, let me sum it up for you in one nutshell.
But that's crazy because I
She's
whoop
best
ass.
friends with Kit Kat.
Understood now. I get it. Totally understand.
Yeah, and don't let this quiet fool you.
But I'm saying that like to a guy like
Mhm.
myself personally, it's like it's loud, it's abrasive. It's
Mhm.
like I should probably that ain't my bag.
Mhm.
I'm a laid back, I'm a reserved dude. Like I would be more intrigued than her. Like she
Mhm.
not talking. She like she smoke weed.
Mhm.
Do you
Do
smoke
you?
weed?
And you know what?
That's what I'm saying.
And
Like,
see,
it's just-
but
You
see,
came
and
without a bag?
right.
It's the vibe. Like,
And
it's
there's
like,
a
I can feel that
difference.
shit.
Because there's a difference in the environment that we're in. So because of that, like, and then really honestly, like I've never been like well when I was younger, but
It's okay.
I got a motherfucking
people tell
voice.
me every day of my life, Warren, you're an asshole. And I'll be like, where? I just don't see it. I'm such a nice guy.
You are a fucking asshole.
See,
You probably are, but it's
a
it's
little
okay.
bit. I'm a cancer. It's
Yeah.
in me.
And I
Somewhere.
don't-
Stop
I
lying
don't
behind
take
your
it-
sign.
Yeah.
You are just an asshole.
Mm.
Thank you. It's just you.
We just met Tommy like 2 years ago.
And he still ain't been an asshole. Nobody who
Still ain't
knows
an
Tommy has
asshole.
ever said anything bad about Tommy.
I don't know.
Probably
Okay.
except his
Oh,
ex-wife.
oh.
But that's a whole nother conversation.
Yes.
See, look.
Even she'll be like, he can be.
Mm-hmm.
All right then.
Which
So
is why the name Can Beats.
Right. But
See
no,
the
I'll take
correlation.
that though. I'll take that because I think that but the confidence and all of that just you're seeing like there was a lot of strength because like I said I wasn't always like this. Growing up I was quiet. I was I held a lot in.
What does resetting your roster have to do with me walking in and talking about I went on a date, but I want to go on a date, but I've already had sex? How did we get there?
Well, that wasn't
Everything has
mine.
a song
Well,
in
I'll
this
tell
fucking studio.
I'll tell you. Well, that wasn't my statement. But I
know.
felt it before. I felt that.
It's okay to fuck your
It's
friends.
no. I can get where they're coming from in
Mhm.
that it's as men. A lot of times it's the thrill of the chase, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes.
Okay.
The
So we
heat is
interested. We see them. We want to touch them on the inside. The whole 9 yards,
on. I just want to hug them.
or hug
They
them.
smell so good.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, my guy. Okay.
Maybe I can speak. from
But
my
then
experience.
after you've already gotten there and you've done it,
Oh shit, my nigga Dino been here.
yeah,
Shout
Dino
out
been here for
Dino.
a minute. We've been podding. When you pod, sometimes you don't see the comments.
That's a fact.
All right.
Right.
So during the time frame, you've already gotten the prize. Okay. We went on ahead. We used the magical flute. We skipped to level 8. We took out
The
Bowser.
magical flute.
We took out Bowser. We done beat the game. Do I really care about going back and replaying level 3.3?
Mm.
How good was this game?
It's Mario, my guy.
Oh, Mario
Mario.
got hella replay value.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
But I'm
Yeah.
just saying though, but once you've beaten it for the very first time, do you care about the fact that you didn't get a chance to do level 3.3, the water board?
It depends on how far I got.
Right, because like I feel like man, Mario too cold, bro. Like, I give me Super Mario right now with Yoshi.
Okay,
I go
let's
crazy.
ask the question: with the person that you got the draws already
Right.
collectively,
Mhm.
has there ever been anybody you got the draws and you're done? That's it. You don't even want anything else from this person
Yeah, there's
after
a lot
that.
of people.
Okay,
Really?
Some people you just fuck.
Even if it's good.
You can't look at everything like
you can't look at
you
good,
can't look
you
at
can't
everything
look at
like
good
I want
sex
you
as
to
a
be my
relationship.
girlfriend.
Okay, but not even girlfriend. But has there been situations where it's like, okay, we not together and we have friends with benefits? Because I know with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I may not do relationships or whatever right now, or because I haven't met my soulmate. That's I believe in relationships. I believe in love
He
and marriage
definitely
and all
don't
that.
speak Greek.
But look, so
Might find that nigga that blah, 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 blah. You
look,
like,
I'm big on communication. That's why the person that got my interest because he be talking. All right, but
All right.
one thing I can say is, so I don't know.
You like food?
I do.
You a foodie?
I am
Do a lot of people recommend restaurants to you?
sometimes.
And do you ever go to that restaurant, you try the food, or you recommend something somebody tries for you?
Yeah.
And you be like, 7 out of 10. I wouldn't come back.
You're not coming back on the 7?
Some pussy is like that. 7 out of 10, 8.5. But
Can I ask y'all a question?
I wouldn't come
Of course
back.
you can.
But even
It was the intrigue. It was like some like damn.
Hey, Kendall.
I want to see what you look like naked.
Good pussy.
Because we keep forgetting about you.
Me.
We're not doing it on purpose.
Right. I
Have
just you gotta jump in. We
You
jump
got
in.
sometimes you do got to jump
He
in with
said,
us.
ain't nobody
Yeah.
scared of me. I don't want nobody to be scared of me.
So, Kendall, have you
Yes.
ever had circumstances where you gave someone an opportunity,
Mhm.
male or female, because we all know sexuality is a spectrum,
It
Big
is.
ass.
Very
and
much
you
so.
was like, I could have had a V8.
Hell yeah.
But even though you felt like that, they still kept trying to pursue more.
Absolutely.
How did you handle that situation? Because they may
I'ma
not be bad
I'm
people.
gonna just stop replying to you.
That part.
Stop ghosting folks. That is
Dog,
I
what
can't
is-
help it. It's
why is
in
that a
me.
thing,
like,
Because I think after you've said to somebody, I'm
You
not
said it so many
interested,
times. Yeah.
they're
It's
really,
like,
and like I
okay,
said,
we done
you know,
now.
that's a part of setting your boundaries.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in you, and you keep doing that. So then at
Exactly.
this point, I no
I'ma
longer
just
know
show
you.
you.
can you at least tell
Yeah.
them why you're not in? Like, what went
No.
I
wrong?
don't understand.
No,
Because how are we supposed to
No.
grow if we don't know what we
it
did
does
wrong?
not matter because
Sometimes it
for
ain't that.
me,
Do you really
I
wanna
don't-
know
I don't
why
have-
women
Yes.
don't want-
no,
I do, because it may be a habit that I have,
No.
or maybe I just need to stop. Look, you
And
bitches
so-
don't like the fact that I read books on the weekend, but fuck you too. I'm gonna go find me somebody at the library.
No, you
I
one of them
did
people
not-
that,
not
that
fucking
needs
with you.
closure. You're one of those people that needs closure, and I've been there where
Yes,
I've needed
I am a
closure.
closure dude.
But you have to understand that person, and that's a part of that person's boundaries. They don't owe you anything. I don't owe somebody unless there was something that was built and things like that. But if
Mhm.
I just started talking to you and you in my inbox and
Look.
you and I am no longer interested in you no more, I don't owe you anything.
Right. The
Look.
difference is whether there was an emotional attachment or not.
That part.
Yeah.
Now,
honestly.
see, and that's where
And then that's
Damn.
when you need
Should I have
closure.
closure?
But
see, and that's where I, as a Sagittarius, can be very problematic because I can get emotionally attached easily. We can go on 2 dates and we getting married tomorrow. That's
God
just how my
damn,
mental
bro.
works
That's
for
right.
certain people.
That's
But then
That
again,
is
like we
sure.
could then be engaged and be like, you know what, I don't want this no more.
Mhm.
Keep the ring. I'm out. So
That's that
I
Gemini part
huh?
in there. That's that Gemini relation
Yeah.
in there.
So
Sagittarius.
that's the animal and the human in me.
Right,
and I'm
Like,
a
hey,
whole
it's
Pisces,
fun,
so
but
you already
yeah, I
know
gotta
how
be
that
free.
go down.
Fuck that. But you are just not savage
Oh.
enough.
Wow.
That's what it is, Tommy.
Crazy.
You're not savage
Absolutely.
enough.
Who's savages?
Apparently,
Sagittarius?
Yeah, Sagittarius are definitely
Rogers.
Sagittarius are savages.
I don't.
we're half
Savage
animal, for
Sagittarius.
Christ's sake.
Yeah. I birthed a Sag and a Cancer.
oh, I'm
Shout out to
sorry.
Cancer.
No, I'm just kidding.
I-
It must be an
Sorry.
emotional roller
Sorry,
coaster.
you got bad life choices going
I
on in
don't
your
know.
house.
Gave birth to a Sag and a Cancer.
cancers is fire.
No, they not.
He not
Cancer
lying.
bomb. I love cancer.
We are
And
great.
I'm
We are
on
great.
cancer
We are.
rising.
We are great.
Well, I'm
people.
just
Oh,
gonna
okay.
say that a Pisces is the,
But,
the most
Kendall,
wonderful
how did
person
you-
Yes,
you've
yes,
ever-
yes.
Let's get on to
Yes,
you.
because
Mm.
done. Yes.
Ah, come on.
What do you do in your free time? What do you do for fun?
In my free time,
Yes. Since you're not selling drugs in the
Most-
community, what are you doing in your
I'm
downtime?
either in the studio or I'll like pop out to friend shows to support. Sometimes I just need to be in nature. I'll go for a walk either by the
Nature.
lake or
As
in
a
the
black woman,
woods.
you just be out here in nature by yourself.
Of course.
During
Damn,
the daylight,
Nancy, you scary.
Way to do it. What do you
nature
mean?
is a healing. You need it.
You have to be
in
grounded.
nature. Exactly.
I am a fire sign, my
High
girl.
vibration.
I have to see something
You don't got a
burning.
lot.
Come
I'm
on.
just
I am
kidding.
not- Okay, that might have been.
I need to see
loud
things
just right
burning like
there.
Mississippi. Okay.
I was gonna say I'm not one to like prejudge people,
Uh-huh.
but like the entire time I've been staring at this young lady, I'm like, oh, she on some hippie shit. Like she probably be outside barefoot.
He not
In the
wrong. I am.
grass.
I'm a hippie. You not wrong. I am 100% a
Let me
hippie.
find out.
I'm
you
100%
vibing
a
with her
hippie.
on the low, bro.
Right. Look, I'm
I
like,
may like women that be outside barefoot, bro. I go,
Period.
it might be a thing.
I mean, she do check off 3 of your 5
I mean, y'all both
boxes.
cancers, so I mean,
Nah.
See, now that's a problem.
Tone,
cancers
look.
are very
Two-
intuitive.
I
Two
work
cancers
with
is
a
a
cancer. I be
problem.
wanting to punch folks in the face.
That is a white
But it is
cancer.
a man or a woman.
It's
though?
a man.
See, that's the difference. It's a difference.
It's just like he was. So
Yeah,
they left me in charge of training the motherfucker at work, and I am not the one to do none of that shit.
Nah, I can't be doing
Like,
that nature
I
shit, man.
Like
Wow.
I had to learn how to do my job. Now you want me to show you how to do my job when I'm not here. And it would be a lot easier if you was competent.
Mm,
Like I don't want to say you stupid, but you stupid.
okay.
So Friday night, I'm leaving work. My boss who left before me left me a list of some shit. It was like, all right, I need you to do this, this, and this, and then before you leave, tell him to do that shit, and then you good. I was like,
Mhm.
all right. So we do this thing where we'll like thaw a turkey and then we cut it up for parts, sell it out to the people because people like to buy turkey parts. So you're supposed to put the turkeys in some water in the sink once you have completed the entire task of cleaning up the back room.
mm-hmm.
So we get to work the next morning and my boss drops the turkey on the counter and that motherfucker goes ding, hard as a rock. He was like, bro, did you tell him to put the turkeys in the sink, put some water in it? I was like, yeah. He said, well, no fucking water in here when I got to work.
So my guy just had a turkey in there just by itself,
Right,
I'm like, bro,
right.
how-
just salmonella.
And what was funny is not that was still in the package.
Oh, okay.
But what was funny is like he was like, well, what happened? I was like, before I left, like before I walked out of the department to go punch out, he said, hey, yo, Juan, what kind of water should I put the turkeys in? And I was like, cold water. It was a fucking answer. And the motherfucker, I was just like, see, why y'all got me
So you
training?
gave the answer.
I did. Like I told him what to do. And he was just like, he fucking stupid. I was like, absolutely.
What you gonna do if he come to you on Monday and show you this video?
Well, fuck.
First of all,
You gonna fight me?
they ain't gonna fight Juan. First of all,
I'm like the only black guy out here. So y'all all gonna have to fight me in one fight.
and
I
then
almost slipped up and told my coworkers that I got a podcast, and I was like, "Ooh,
yeah. So that's
Nah, you
another
be
thing.
spilling too
You gotta
much
let you
tea.
know this,
don't need
Kendo.
to
If you
know
happen to
about.
have a risque podcast
Uh-huh.
or have that risque conversation, be careful who you let people know you have a podcast.
Mhm.
Some people will try to use your content against you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And also be
Sure.
careful.
Well, I
Don't say names if
I
you don't want
slang
that person. to know.
groceries.
Yeah.
And as long as I do not distill where I work at,
mm-hmm.
because I won't tell you where I
Yeah, that's another thing. Don't tell nobody where you
but
work.
I
Yeah,
tell you
yeah.
what I do and how much I hate these people.
Like you work with kids, that's all you need to know.
Exactly.
right,
That's it.
right."
But it,
Yeah.
But that shit just it blew me. That's all. Like, no, don't put me in charge. I hate when people put me in charge of other people. 'Cause I'm like, oh,
But see,
Oh,
that's
let's
why
make
I
it
can't,
clear.
that's why I
Let's-
can't do supervisor no more. I was supervisor, and I was like, I'm
I
done.
thought you still was supervisor.
and
No,
and
I'm a trainer now. I'm a training
Oh, that's right, you
specialist.
did
I
tell
went
me
back to training.
and I want him to be.
Let's be
good.
clear. That has nothing to do with being a cancer. He's
No,
stupid. He's just
no,
stupid.
he's just stupid. No,
I just want to make sure that's clear.
no. It's like I want him to be good at his job
Mhm.
because if he is good at his job, frees up my weekend
Absolutely.
because he only can work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And if he can work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Juan doesn't have to close Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, so you got to work the weekends? That sucks.
I be
I
good
don't
about the
mind
weekend.
working the weekends.
That's
I
what
don't
I
want to
do.
close on the weekend.
You
I
gotta
don't-
understand, we are at this point right now where our socialization consists of the group of people we probably pod with anyway.
Right.
So
And if Tone want to do something, he a planning nigga.
Mhm.
So normally I'm gonna know at least 2 weeks in advance. Anything that just pop up, Tone go by himself.
the only time Tone does not plan something if I'm just randomly outside.
Right, like if he already outside, when he
Ooh.
outside, I'm normally at work.
My best friend do that.
See, I'm
She be
ra-
like, yeah, we gonna do something. Put it on the calendar. Bitch, you got your outfit? Girl, give me a minute. It's a month from now.
You
which
gotta be
friend
on
are we
your-
talking about?
You gotta be on
Misa.
your. Gotta be on
Okay,
your-
it was like-
She is definitely a planner.
Because I was gonna say Kiki
What's up,
and Kit Kat and
We share the same
Victory
birthday.
are both
Crazy people.
Sagittarius.
February 28th.
Crazy
Huh?
people.
I said because Kit Kat and Victory are all Sagittarius.
Kit Kat name Kit Kat on Facebook.
Yep.
Mhm.
So what
Hey,
made you wanna be a
speaking of that,
podcast?
before you get out of here, Tommy.
What made you want to be
Hey,
a
who
podcast?
won
I
the
got
candy?
a lot
Who won the
of
candy war?
stories. I got a lot to say.
Oh, we haven't drafted yet.
I
Oh, yeah,
also just
drafted.
wanted to
It was
have
funny
a
as hell. I was at a
platform
grocery
for
store
like
this
other
weekend. I mean,
creatives and
Speedway
artists
this
to come
weekend,
on and talk.
And it was like a
and
whole row of candy. I was like,
I
damn,
don't know.
I
I
should
just
take
feel
all
like
these
I got a
photos
lot
and sit
of
on the top.
interesting content that I feel like people
like-
want to hear.
So
So,
we doing the
Oh,
draft.
that's
I
dope.
love
So what
it.
your podcast gonna be about?
ooh,
Southern
see?
Girls in the Community.
What'd you say?
Hey, man, stop putting that on her jacket.
Southern
She
Girls
is
in
not
the
a drug
Community.
dealer.
Saying that.
She's
It's
a-
not her.
She's a
People.
florist. Landscape.
Yeah.
That
What
actually
he said.
works.
I
I had to look at you. Was like, damn, that was good.
Hype too. But yeah, like what?
No, but what is it gonna be about
what
for
your
real?
podcast
What's up? Damn, you just gave me my homework a couple hours ago.
You decided to come back at 8:00.
You right. I know I was gonna be asked these questions. Let's see.
Oh, my bad.
So
We
no,
po-
no, no,
we
no, no, no,
potting.
we good. But
That's what I'm talking about. That's your deal.
You got nothing for me?
I got something for you.
Oh, okay.
I honestly just want to talk about my personal experiences as an artist. I would like to. So one thing I want to do is get into A&R. So I think it would be really cool to like be able to give reviews on like some local music and that kind of thing as well.
Oh, you
I
definitely
have
do that
some
on
guest
this
hosts.
show, on this
Be
Yeah.
network.
careful with that.
That'll
These
be
niggas
fun.
sensitive.
Yeah.
Well, she's an artist herself, so she.
Yeah,
we are
but
all
she-
sensitive.
We are all sensitive
Yeah,
about
but I
our
think-
craft. Let's be
I think that
honest,
she, I think she should be good though.
Mm.
Yeah, as an artist herself, she would know where people
Uh-huh.
trigger words, I should
Exactly.
say, for reviewing artists and whatnot.
Yeah.
Right.
And just
I
have them
can't wait
coming
till I
on
do
the
a
show
food
and let
review.
them,
But
know.
That's
why
gonna
we
be
why we
fun.
get so offended when like people say that shit trash?
But that's what
Because the word trash hits hard. We don't know. We don't know
Subjective.
what that person
Yeah.
went through to create that song. We don't know the level of feelings. We don't know how in depth it was.
That's
So
That's
for
true.
you to sit here and say a song that they wrote about their dead mama is
I wouldn't
trash,
call that trash.
but they may not have.
But
op-
some people-
but they may
Yeah.
not have openly said it's about their mama.
Right.
Though, you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
It's
right.
just certain lyrics in there may have
Uh-huh.
came from that.
And that's just where you can be
I'm
honest,
talking
but you
about-
gotta
No,
be
I'm not talking
tactful.
about just you. There's a
Oh.
lot of people that do that.
Cause I'm talking about these niggas who out here making these bullshit ass party rap songs. Some of that shit's garbage.
And then one thing you got to keep in mind too, art is subjective.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know, so because I'm a musician,
What's with y'all with that word?
I'm a musician and I
Yes,
play
it is.
piano or whatever.
Mhm.
So one thing about it is, okay, when you make music, right? Okay, yeah, I like this song, but maybe this person
Damn,
may
niggas
not
doing
like
you
this
things.
song.
It's a pocket and an
Right.
audience for
All
everything.
right. So just because you create this and you like it doesn't mean that the other person will
Mhm.
like it or
Mhm.
appreciate it even. But there
So what you telling me is that there is nothing that is universally bad among people.
no,
You don't think so?
no. Because even the things that we think is bad, there may be somebody that
Somebody
likes
may
it.
like
Prime
that-
example,
So you
Juan.
can look at the ugliest bitch.
Oh my!
And I promise you, I
That don't
promise
count.
Somebody
No.
gonna think she fine
Ugly
as
hoes
hell.
got kids. Somebody
No,
fucking these ugly women.
Exactly.
But
Okay.
they don't, they not
Exactly.
they're not fucking.
Prime, let
They
me.
fucking because they got a pussy between their legs. Like niggas will fuck
But you
anything.
don't
Okay,
know
Juan,
that.
I got you.
He didn't like
Somebody,
her.
somebody
I got
thinks
you,
she's
Juan.
beautiful.
I got you.
He didn't like
You ever heard of the group called Right Said Fred? They made the song "I'm Too Sexy."
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
song is trash. Hands fucking down is a trash song, right?
Fact.
Okay, just trash. It was actually supposed to be a joke, but then runway models took it and ran with it. Then it started showing up in movies. Then it started showing up in commercials. Then it became
Drake
catchy.
flipped it.
And then
That's
Drake
my
flipped
shit.
it,
That's
right?
That's what I'm
So
talking
a
Mhm.
song who at one point in time was one of the worst one-hit wonders in history made a bag and people fuck with it.
But now it's universally good.
Exactly.
Right.
Back in
right.
the day, there
But
was
you
a
never
group we
know.
used to listen to from Milwaukee who made party music and we liked it. We go back and listen to some niggas now and be like,
Oh,
what
it's
the fuck,
bad.
the fuck is this
Bad.
shit?
Right.
I
Right.
go back and listen to my own music. I'll be like, yo,
Right. It's just,
I hate
it's
this
all
song.
about the moment. There are albums from artists that I love, but I listen to it when it comes out. I'm like, okay, I'm not feeling it. Then randomly one day while driving down 10th Street, the song comes on. This is the shit.
Yeah, it just
Right.
hit
Now
different on
it
them.
hits different. I'm there. Unlike some movies,
Mhm.
okay? Because for those of you who don't know, I recently started a new podcast called Movie Time with Friends.
Oh.
Okay. So what it is a group of us get together and we watch a movie. We'll either watch it in the studio across the hall, because one of my spaces is set up for visibility, or we might use StreamYard and we'll watch it together.
Mhm.
We'll comment on it, talk about it, point out things. So this week we actually did The Color Purple, the
Mm.
original movie. The movie's
He
trash.
sure is ugly.
Okay. I hate to say it. Now that I'm
I
older,
don't.
the movie is trash.
Big Boss.
There are so many people who love that movie. It is part of Black history,
Mhm.
but it is a
Mhm.
terrible movie for multiple different reasons.
Mhm.
I got 15 minutes into this movie and really felt myself like, why did our parents let us watch this?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, Juan, do you remember how The Color Purple even starts?
Nah,
Okay,
refresh my memory.
Let me go ahead and break it down to you. Okay. So the movie starts with Mr., aka Danny Glover, the most hated man in movie history until
Right.
whatchamacallit played Ike Turner.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right. Right.
He really
right.
was. So pulls up to this house because his wife has died. Now, after watching this movie, I come to the conclusion they couldn't have lived no more than two opposite ends of the same block.
Mhm.
Only because of how Nettie just somehow ran
Oh yeah.
to his house with no problem whatsoever. So I don't think they live too far. First of all, he pulls up to this house, says, "Hey man, I got these badass kids. I got a dirty ass house and nobody to cook for me. I want to marry your daughter." Dad comes out on the porch. Nah. Now you would think that he's saying nah because he asked to marry his probably 11, 12-year-old daughter.
Mhm.
Okay?
This is wild.
Not
shit.
that one.
Not that one. No, you can't have that one, but you can have this one over here.
Mhm.
She's old enough to bear children anyway, and she's you, so
And she ugly.
and she ugly. So off top, I already said he ugly. She has 2 kids.
Mhm.
I didn't realize this in the beginning, but she already had 2 kids. Okay. She's only a teenager.
Mhm.
This sounds like a horror story.
You come to find out, if you really pay attention to the content, that her kids are technically also her brother and sister.
Yep.
Do the math.
I don't want to.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's why Dad's getting rid of her. He done already did what he had to do. So boom, out the door. We already got incest. 9 times 10 is probably rape too.
Yo,
Mhm.
what?
Okay.
Where are we geographically?
This is
South.
South.
No, but this just down south. No, Alabama, Louisiana. Nowhere. Where
I
at?
think it was
I don't think
Mississippi.
They didn't give
I
us
don't
a
think-
setting.
I don't think they
There
gave
was
us a
a
setting. It felt very Mississippi-ish.
Yeah.
It felt very Mississippi-ish, but remember also when they were on that by the boat, by the what was it? What's the big boats in
casino boats?
Louisiana,
Okay.
Louisiana
Ferries.
that they have
The casino ferry boats?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Riverboats.
So
River
I
boats,
think
that's the word I was
maybe
looking for.
somewhere in that area.
So somewhere in that, definitely deep south.
Mhm.
Okay. Definitely deepish south.
This is terrible.
So
I wanna go
Mr.
to
takes her. It's like,
school.
fuck it. Bring her back to the crib. She's over here raising these 2 kids. Take in consideration, she don't even have her own damn kids at this house now.
Mhm.
Okay. Because her girl, her baby girl, got given away to the pastor and his wife.
Yep.
Okay. Because she ended up seeing him. Knew it was her kid anyway, but just ended up seeing him. So Mr. takes her in. So apparently they're married now. I don't know. Okay. Basically treats her like a house slave. The definition of what these niggas think submissive is now. Okay.
Right.
Make
what y'all
me
want.
shoes.
They think submissive is. So, and then he just randomly has her way with her whenever he wants to. So there is pedophilia going on here. There's been incest. There's been rape. So
Yeah,
Couple-
movies,
There's
Couple
also
of minutes-
movies
lesbianism.
here real
couple
different.
of,
when you
couple of
30.
minutes later,
Mm-hmm.
Nettie now runs over to the house. I couldn't let daddy do it. He tried to touch on me. Can I stay with you? Of course, Miss was like, yeah, you can stay with me. Looking like an old creepy ass man.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible person. Okay?
The
Horrible
fact
dude.
That his name was Mister.
Because she never knew his real name.
Right.
Albert.
You find that out later. Because
Yeah.
that's how we find out because of Suge. Yeah, you find out because of Suge. Okay? So, Mr. tries to rape her on the way going to school. Kicks him dead in his nuts and roll the fuck about.
I've never that scene right there. Even I've seen that movie 1,000,001 times, but that scene right there is one that I cringe and I cannot watch.
But it's the only scene that they actually show attempted rape, not
Mhm.
realizing it's been going on
Yep.
this whole
The whole
movie.
time.
Mhm.
The whole movie.
Mhm.
Okay. So at this point in time, he done kicked her out. So the iconic, nothing can keep you away. Shit happens literally about 20 minutes into the movie. We don't see this bitch again until the end of the movie. And
Mhm.
she been living her
She
best
grown as a
life,
motherfucker, right.
living her best
Right.
life in Africa.
And
I just
now
want
she
you
got
to-
kids.
I want you to understand it. No, she had her
No,
kids.
that was what's name.
That was her
Right,
kids.
Right.
Yo,
Okay.
the fact that she got out and never came back for
Never
nobody.
came back for her sister.
Yo,
Like I'm not
talk about not coming back for
But
this.
she was actually trying to because she was writing letters.
No. She was writing letters. She didn't physically come get her. Like, bitch, we gonna sneak out in the night.
I mean,
Hey, what about the
but
what,
she was a
what
child.
was the Underground Railroad? They wasn't on that type of time.
No, this bitch went to Africa.
They went to Africa.
literally.
She literally went to Africa.
Why she didn't come back and get my niggas though?
It was a simple fact that when they get to reading his letters, even though her hut got ran over by the new building highway, she still had been living her best life the
Right.
whole fucking time.
Right.
Okay.
Bro, if I find out that you got away from this shit and didn't come back and get me, I'm gonna fuck you up. Where you been, Africa? Slap.
Because here's the bullshit. She didn't come back until they daddy died,
Right.
and they got the house.
And they got the house.
That's the only time she came back.
And then
Bitch,
how did
you
they
could've
daddy
been
die?
back.
on top of me.
On top.
Right.
Fuck it.
Fucking.
Fuck it.
This movie sounds worse than Sofa.
And you know what? Which is really, really crazy because we watched this movie so many times when we were a kid. And
On
you know,
purpose?
I've seen
And you don't
on purpose,
right?
but this is the killer part about it.
You don't catch
was
all
that
that.
there was molestation in my family. You know what I'm saying? Like there was pedophilia in my family. So to have us and me, I think me and my sister, we actually talked about that damn, we was really and we will literally still watch this movie to this day. And when it comes on and we watch it, we will literally text each other like, "Hey, our movie's on." Because I think for us, because that was something that we kind of lived, we have a thing, you know.
Is that
we
a
do
trauma
that
bond?
to each other.
It's definitely. But here's the thing, though. As the strong black women in the
Oh.
movie try to be strong black women, they get knocked down every single point.
Yeah.
Oprah Winfrey character was the definition of a strong black woman through 90% of her role.
Mhm,
Okay?
mhm.
It wasn't till she went to jail. And even they didn't say it, but they either whooped her ass repeatedly in jail
Mhm,
or they raped the mess out of her in jail because she came back broken.
mhm,
And it wasn't until Whoopi finally was like, "Hey, nigga, fuck you, fuck this house, fuck these kids,
mhm.
fuck this marriage, fuck you over there, fuck that old nigga that won't die." Because
Right.
basically what that whole dinner table was,
Yep,
was
yep,
a fuck
yep,
you.
yep.
And that's when she was like, "Oh shit, I'm back, bitch."
Yeah,
And that's exactly
yeah.
pass me the peas.
Yeah, you done
Right.
fucked my eye up. y'all done the bitch done knocked me
Right.
with
Now,
the eye.
Here's the thing. Every man in this movie had not only a wife, but had a side bitch living with them while still dealing with their wife shit.
Yes. But But
This
I
is a-
must say
This is a shitty
Fuck
that-
movie.
shitty ass
that was,
movie.
but that was something that actually took place
True.
in real life back in the day.
But-
Like my grandmother, like no matter how much my grandfather loved my grandmother and the 12 kids that they had together, this man had 5 additional children. And guess what? Those 5 additional children, we grew up knowing who they were because they came over to my grandmother's house on holidays. My uncles and
Your
my uncles and
relationship was
aunties.
different back then.
Way
Mhm.
different.
Try bringing that extra baby over here. Get your ass shot. Ain't nobody playing like that no more.
But yet
That
people
was
want the
right.
same love that their grandma
The
and
same
granddad
fucking way
had.
They don't
was
want
today.
they let. Ain't nobody.
I don't want that.
I don't
No,
want that.
I don't
What
want
stupid
that
motherfucker
either.
I
said
don't
they
want
want
that.
love like grandma had?
Yeah.
Because they don't know they're still looking at it from kid eyes.
Oh, shit, I
They're
heard
not
that.
looking at what grandma and grandpa really had with an adult vision. Because back then, kids wasn't allowed to be in grown folks' business.
Right.
Right.
Right now,
Right.
grown folks put all their business online.
Yeah.
So we know what y'all doing before you even had a chance to know what. We knew that John had a whole bitch across town before you even had an opportunity to, because we seen John online with this bitch because the bitch posted John.
You can't want your grandparents' love. You ain't down like your grandma was.
You could definitely not
You
handle what
ain't
your
hold,
grandma
you
had.
definitely ain't gonna hold a nigga down like grandma did.
Yeah, I gotta go.
And grandma didn't have no choice. He text you till you bring your ass, literally. You some lube.
What? That's disgusting.
They're disgusting.
Who's disgusting?
Him.
Because I told her use lube.
Yeah.
That's a safety precaution.
Oh, I don't need to use lube.
Yeah, she wild. She probably just spit on it.
Probably don't even spit on it, fam.
It's already.
The first time I saw a bitch do
I
that
was like,
kind
come
of
on.
blew my mind.
But yeah, so
I was like, I've only seen this in porn. Like, women do this shit in real life. Some
Most-
shit blow your mind.
most people learn how to have sex from porn, unfortunately.
Listen.
Somebody ever did some shit? Just
Bye,
blow,
y'all.
blow your mind?
My baby.
Bye.
And she hit it with the aggressive spit too. Like, it made a noise.
They out here.
Ah.
I will tell you to call me later. Don't touch me. You finna go love on another man.
Boom on the motherfucker.
The Happening.
Wasn't that a movie?
Maybe some terrible horror movies. Horror movies are horrible.
So you gonna go on a date with this guy?
Damn.
So, social experiment.
Yes. Are you?
I'm down.
But you have to ask him out though. That's part of your stipulation.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, because you don't shoot shots.
I don't believe in that.
What? How?
Let me-
don't believe in that.
So let me ask
Why
you this
do you not
question.
believe in that?
Okay, so one thing that
Kendall, do you shoot shots?
Mm,
Have you ever? Because you're queer, right?
Not often.
So no. Let me ask you this question because
Yeah.
you're queer, right?
uh-huh.
That's a.
Don't go
I'm
left.
not. It
Don't
was
go
just-
left.
it
You ready?
came out so
Ew.
casual, like so. You're. I just.
We had a conversation.
Yeah, we
earlier.
talked.
It's
earlier.
2023. We can be whatever you want to be.
So when you're, and I'm gonna get back to you in a minute because I'm
Okay.
setting her up to get to your
Yeah.
question.
Mm.
So with you being queer and you have your times where you're attracted to a woman,
Yeah.
with both of y'all being women in that gender role of he needs to be the one to shoot the shot,
Mm.
who makes the move?
I would shoot a shot with
that's a good
women
question.
more so than with men because I feel like men should be taking the lead if they're trying to shoot the shot. But
Okay, so now that we got
I mean,
that
I
up-
don't mind taking a little bit of initiative every now and then.
Okay,
but-
so my question for the both of y'all, because y'all feel the man should take the lead, do you at
Mhm.
least give him some sense of notification that if you ask me, bro, I will say yes,
100%
or do you
yes.
or do you
Mm.
leave him?
Absolutely yes. Yes.
Right.
So my thing is because I don't like to shoot shots. So like my thing is okay, I'll flirt. I'll
Mhm.
let you know, like, okay, like what's up? You know, I'm interested. I'll talk because I'm really big on intelligence. I'm really big on the vibe.
Okay,
So I usually feel like, okay, if we vibe and you're at a certain level of intelligence, then it's like, okay, my interest is piqued. So, okay, the vibe is the vibe.
right.
So if we're vibing, then it's like, okay, well, yeah, I like you. I'm interested in you.
So
I'm looking at you.
why
So
is
I'll
it-
do things
Mhm.
that.
So if y'all are talking and you're vibing and you're noticing, like, okay, this dude is really cool. Why is it so hard or wrong for you ladies to be like, you know what are you doing Saturday? There's this concert that I want to go to. You want to
It's
come?
not wrong. I
That's-
just prefer you show me that you're serious because people just be playing games all the time.
do,
So
and
like I feel like if you're actually asking me, then you're showing that you're actually
You move that chair.
invested. Okay.
The dynamic. The
I
dynamic.
didn't mean to be rude like that because I'm
No,
like, you're
yeah,
looking
I'm
at
just
me.
saying
It's
your
like, you know what,
thing.
move that way. No, it's just because you're talking to me. So
No,
just move
yeah.
there. It's easier. It makes more sense.
Because the dynamic of the relationship, I think, is propelled by the man.
Okay, I understand.
honestly, right? So the man determines, okay, I like her, I want to get her, I'm going to do what I'm doing to interest her and get her, and then we're going to live happily ever after, right? Like that's usually the setup. So if the guy is you, because granted, like I said on the previous show, the guys actually determine the dynamic of the relationship. So if you guys determine, okay, I'm gonna treat her good, I'm gonna spoil her, I'm gonna and she likes me a little bit. I know that she, she's into me or whatever. I'm gonna spoil her. She's gonna fall in love. Boom, and that's usually what it is. Okay,
Right.
but when there's no it's a cold call, like, hey, he's cute over there. He's not looking at me. He don't know me. Nothing, but I'm looking over there at him. He's cute, whatever. I'm looking at him and I like him. I want his interest. Then you're cold calling him. And so then it's like, well, this guy that has no interest in me, wasn't even looking at me, like it's this brand new interaction.
Right.
And so it doesn't work.
I feel you on that.
usually.
It's,
Okay.
I was telling the home like it's very rare that I shoot a cold shot. Like if I shoot a shot, like we've already had some level of interaction.
I don't know,
Like,
with
we-
me,
We might it's a here and there, it's like a high, it's a bye. But like you know who I am.
Yeah.
And I know who you are.
It
So,
just
like,
feels
if
a
I-
little
I've
thirsty.
shooten
The cold
cold
calling feel
shots.
thirsty.
Absolutely.
I don't like it.
I've shooten cold
Like,
shots
I'm not
before.
desperate.
What's your average on a cold shot?
About 65%.
65? That's not bad.
That's
Because
not
you
bad.
want to know
on
why?
the first, like, hey, you cute type shit. That's not bad.
I'm humorous at times too, though. I'm humorous and I'm bold within the same incident. And we've determined that you can laugh your way to some draws.
Chicks love a good joke.
So a good joke, a little humorous, and some serious aggression with direct conversation always gets a sure, we can go. It's very rare that I've gotten a no outside of they already have somebody or they're not looking. It's very rare I got a no off of that. But at the same time, I'm also smart enough to choose wisely. Like I'm just not gonna walk in the club and it's a bunch of bad bitches with big asses. Hey baby, what's going on? No, I look and
And they
I
like that though. Hey, baby, what's slapping? I don't
Oh,
fucking.
what?
I,
Oh
I,
my!
I don't know.
But
You might say this pussy. I don't know, bro.
Well, I never.
Oh damn, my guy!
So, I have a question.
okay.
So you don't shoot your shot. So these men that shoot they shot, do y'all already have like some level of rapport? Like you already know these guys type shit?
Okay, that's
Because I feel like the way you just described that, like you describing it that you won't, again, pressure from somebody that you like. Because again, a guy could be shooting a cold shot because he thinks you cute, he think you beautiful, so he wants to get to know you. So he applying the beginning stages of some pressure on just basically whatever kind of conversation I could get from you, whether it's inbox or when I see you at the water cooler or whatever. But this is a cold shot because he believed you were cute. So how is he supposed to read the room and be like, she don't like me, she don't know me, and every time we speak, it's a friendly interaction?
Okay, I feel that, and that's a good question. So with me, I'm real big on energy and conversation, right?
Energy.
So yeah, he may not know me or whatever, but in order for him to like me for real, he's had to have some sort of authentic interaction with me in order to get to that point to say, okay, I'm attracted to her, I like her.
He can't like what he see.
Well, that's
I don't know this young
superficial.
lady from a can of paint, but I like what I see.
But that's superficial, though. It's just
Right.
based on what you see.
Right, but in order
That's
for me
not-
to get deeper, we got to start having conversations. But I like what I see, so I would engage. I would be open to having a conversation because I like what I saw.
Okay, but
Because everything is, to me, everything is visual. Like if I see you from across the room, I'm like, damn, she fine, big booty and everything. Now when I get over there and we start talking, I'm like, damn, this bitch dumb as that.
right, but
So
you
that
can,
means that's gonna be the last conversation we
but
have
you
because
can-
she's dumb.
you can like what you see,
Right.
but you don't like her.
No, I gotta
You're
get
just
to
that's attraction. That's
right. I'm
just
attracted to what I
attraction.
saw, so you gotta like what you see. Anybody ever told you that you eat with your eyes?
Yeah.
Right, and that's how it is when you pick
But
your
it's
mate.
just
You got a
attraction though. But okay, yeah, that's cute. But then once you go over there to that to say, okay, yeah, that's a pretty painting.
Right.
Right. But once you go over to the painting, it's like, okay, but look at the nails, look at the foundation, look at the canvas, look at the da da da. You know what I mean? And so
Right.
is this something that I would hang up in my house? Yeah, it caught my attention walking past through the gallery. It's a nice painting. The colors are nice. It's split. Oh, something caught my eyes on the color.
Well, that's where I feel.
But-
Like that's where men and women are different.
I feel that.
Cause see, you looking at it like, is this potential? Not maybe not you, but some women, is this potentially worth my time, energy, and effort? Once I get past the fact that she really not my bag, and we don't vibe on those kind of levels, if we've had a friendly interaction though, now is well, I know I can't date her, but let me see if I can fuck her.
But attraction is only 3-dimensional, though. You know what I mean? So, okay, yes, this is something nice to look at. Yes, this is something that caught my eye.
Right.
Yes, it's something that catches my eye. It's nice to look at. It's pretty. Da, da, da. But just because it catches your eye, like there are lots of men that are fine. Oh,
Right.
he's attractive. Oh, he looks nice. Oh, he's handsome. But it's just that. It doesn't go past us like anything deeper than that. He's handsome. He looks nice. But it's not a, ooh, maybe I should try to. It like me seeing a handsome man usually doesn't go past anything other than, oh, he's cute.
Right.
Yeah.
But with men, it's like, oh, she's cute. Oh, maybe I should. Oh, maybe I need to. I
Right.
should get her number.
Right.
We don't think like that,
Right. That's where we're different.
right?
Yeah.
And so we walk past the canvas, and it's like, oh, it's nice to look at, and that's usually where it stops with women, right?
Mhm.
Men are different,
No,
where
for
it's
sure.
like, oh, well, the thing that I'm attracted to, I just try to like make this my thing. I just try to make this whole, make
Right.
this, but and it's you. And the problem with that, where
Like-
men don't realize where they keep like maybe stumbling, is that they want the thing that they're attracted to also fit into the box, right? Whereas with women, we see the qualities that we want for the box. And then it's like, okay, there's a couple things missing, but it's like, but he got this and this and this and this.
No, we'll definitely try to fit a round piece in a square peg.
But it's like, but you see, but
Niggas
you
is
guys
wild.
will see a woman, and it's like, oh, she's cute. Oh, she's a big booty. Oh, I'm attracted. She
Mhm.
had a big booty, and da, 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 da. Boom. That's what I like visually.
Right.
And then it's like, oh, well, let me see if she got the inner stuff to fit, and da 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 da
Mhm.
da. Whereas with women, it's a little bit different. We don't necessarily look at the physical first.
I think that's a lie.
That's not we don't look at the physical
I
first.
met some women that be looking at your shoes first.
But that's
Yo, tell me you ain't never looked at a dude from the foot up.
but that doesn't mean no.
See,
we
and
have.
that's okay.
But we have,
Which
but
brought
that's
me back to
not.
my last week.
That's
which
not
date
the
a bitch
sum
with
of our
bum
attraction.
sneakers.
That's not the sum of our attraction, though. When we look at y'all, it's not like, oh, he fine. Let me see if he got the bop,
You
bop,
can't,
bop,
you can't
bop.
speak for all women.
One, of course. I
And some
can.
women are shallow.
Some are.
Very shallow,
I'm not
like
speaking for those shallow women,
like
though.
that's a cute,
I'm
like that
speaking
vodka
for-
bottle.
But
Like,
for the
women are
women who
crazy.
are, but for the women who are like, okay, I'm looking for something real. I'm looking for something, legit. We don't necessarily look at, oh, he fine. Let me see if everything else fall in place. It's usually the vibe, right? And then we look for the other stuff to fall in place with the vibe, which is how we get in trouble.
So what this sounds like is you have no problem dating ugly men.
I date ugly men all the time. I don't care.
I feel that. I'm glad you admit that because some women will be
I
like,
have no problem.
I
I
don't
have
date
no problem
ugly
with that.
man. And then
But-
your baby daddy be fucking booger wolf.
But no, like I had no problem with it, and I have no problem admitting that I will like because a guy being ugly or being attractive that doesn't determine the dynamic of who he is.
That's a fact.
That's true.
Kendall, will you date an ugly nigga?
No.
And that's okay.
That's just personal preference.
Right,
Ain't
that's
nothing
a-
wrong with
See,
it.
some of the fun, but the fun looking ones be sweet. They be funny. They be like
You
whatever.
gotta have
I don't
something
a
to
problem with
compensate.
You
that.
gotta have something. When you ugly, something. It's just like in high school. Have you ever seen the ugly nigga, but he was super fly?
But
You
ugly
gotta
is-
have
That's the
something
thing,
to
though.
get.
Like ugly niggas will pull a fine girl just
Because
by
he
the
got,
drip,
he
honestly.
can dress, he got some
Yeah.
sauce, he got jokes. Like ugly niggas gotta do
Honestly,
a lot.
that might be the exception.
Not a lot.
Like
not a lot.
Ugly
But
people have to
if
do
they're
a lot.
confident though, like nothing, like the other things don't really matter. But that's with anybody though, because you have a beautiful woman that's not confident,
I know some.
and you know what I'm saying. And the confident one that's not cute is pulling more guys than she is.
exactly.
I've seen that before. I have friends that are way more confident than me. That may not be, I mean, not saying like that, but may not be, cute or whatever. Not cute. That may not be cute.
They
That
ugly?
sounds shallow. But you may not be
It's not
what's
a shallow
considered
game.
what's not
Beauty,
may not consider
beauty has a standard.
attractive by society.
and some people just ugly.
May not be attractive considered
Beauty
to
is in the eye of
society's
the beholder,
standards.
is what they say.
And so, but confidence that pulls that's more important than anything. I will date a confident guy before I date before I date a good looking guy with like some bullshit.
Like low self-esteem.
Yeah, absolutely.
You date a nigga with bum sneakers? Like he got no sauce.
I was
Like he
you
got
ain't looked at her
he
shit
got
game right
no
now?
swag.
can't.
Like you
I
can't date a
can't.
man
I
with
can't.
no sauce.
Nah, I'm too cool for that. I'm well known,
That-
and I'm known to be that cool girl. So
See,
what do
I
I look like,
like-
with a lame by my side? I can't do
Damn,
it. I
you
hate to
call him
say it
lame?
like that.
You out here,
I
niggas can't be lame, dog.
You just gotta have.
I mean,
some-
lame is
some type- you gotta have some
subjective.
sauce. You gotta have some drip.
Damn, bro, you would have got a bottle of water and bring that one. Ain't you about a bitch ass nigga?
I went to go check on Mimi.
And came back with water, but
I
not
had
for
a bo-
everybody else.
had a bottle sitting there. Would you like a bottle of water? Or would,
Ladies, would you like some water?
I would like some water.
Is he really offering, or is he only doing it now
Because I mentioned it a little bit of A, a little bit of B.
I only want water if he genuinely wants to get it.
If
Oh.
water is available to us, I would gladly swallow the water.
oh my.
Don't. Oh my.
You like to swallow, huh?
Don't.
You swallow spit? What you do? What's your shit?
Ooh.
One just jumped out.
I
I didn't really jump. We was already there. It don't take much when you already on the ledge. You just kind of fall off. But that's crazy, man. You gonna date a nigga with no sauce? Well, you wouldn't like help him upgrade?
Here's the thing. I was gonna say if I can help you upgrade, but then I don't want to be that person to make you change who you are.
exactly.
If you are who you are, I'm not going
upgrading
to.
because of me. And it's just like,
Exactly.
is that who you are?
Exactly. You're not finna be like my prodigy.
I don't know if I could. I feel like I would by default.
Only
She
got 2 regular waters and a vitamin water.
guess what you want? What you want?
It don't matter. Hit me
Vitamin
with
water,
whatever.
being undecisive.
That work.
Since you being undecisive.
Thank you.
I feel like it would be my job to help my girlfriend have a nice shoe game.
That's
Nice
because
one.
you
It would
getting
be.
But that's because I'm in the shoes.
You're right.
So like when I go buy
But here's-
something, if you like it, I'm gonna buy
I
it.
see
for
a
you.
man helping a woman with her shoe game, but a man shouldn't need help with his shoe game.
But I feel like if your
You said a
girl is-
man shouldn't need help with his shooting?
Shouldn't.
but if your
No,
girl,
I think that's a lie.
if your
Because-
girl is sneaker, I know some female sneaker.
Mm.
No, but you got to also think about like there's some dudes that all they've ever worn all their life are sneakers. So if you talking about let's go to this, elegant, fine dining kind of a place, bro can't be rolling up in a pair of Air Ones. They may not let him in.
Right, like you.
So
might-
she helps him pick out she helps him step his game up.
Okay.
Okay,
See, when you put it like that,
you got to help him match
like
your
that,
fly.
I would need
Yeah.
that kind of woman. Like I
I
could
could do
I can
that.
show you how to do some sneaker
kind of let
shit.
me upgrade.
But
you,
yeah, show
upgrade.
me some dress shit. 'cause I don't-
Accountability.
You don't want accountability, bruh?
No, I'm not being accountable for none of that shit.
You would actually really would need a woman to dress you because I've known you for almost half your life.
Facts.
And
the most dressed up I'm getting is khakis and a polo. Baby.
Right, and that's only because that's your work attire. So you definitely would need a
Well, no,
woman.
I don't have to wear that to work now. I can wear jeans and
I'm saying, just you need a bitch to get you that buttercream.
Only if she promised to rub my lapels like that.
Buttercream.
He was rubbing the shit out of Chris Tucker. Though. Jeremy Piven is crazy.
Jeremy Piven is a phenomenal actor that he doesn't get his flowers.
You don't think so?
Because every role he plays, he fucking owns it.
Yeah.
Because what was the car dealership one?
Oh, fuck you down ready. Fuck
Good-
your
was it called The
fans.
Goods?
The Goods.
Yeah. He's so like
That
I really
was a
he really
42-year-old retard.
he really felt like made me think he was really a used car salesman. Like he was the best at what he did.
I feel like my uncle's a used car salesman.
Why?
Just the way he be talking to me about work, I just be like, bro,
That's terrible.
get off me. I'm like, we not even at work. Stop talking to me like this.
You know what?
You punched out. We can talk about Hennessy and bitches now, fam. Like,
I get you because sometimes when I be at work, I really do be talking like I'm selling these bitches.
geez, so sleazy. I'm like, stop talking.
It don't be sleazy. Just I talk like I sell.
That's what you used to sell computers to niggas.
I sell computers, cell phones, your bitch. I used to sell a lot of stuff.
Y'all use pimping?
Wasn't called pimping in the Air Force.
What was it called?
In the Air Force.
Oh yeah, see your Tone, who is the producer of TDR and the owner, CEO. Shout out to bro. Used to be in the Air Force.
Why-
He was pimping in the Air
Which
Force.
is-
That's
which is-
my question. How
Which
What
is
is- what
why
is-
when
what
you
it called
niggas was
pimping?
like, we play
What
cornhole.
was it called? Cornhole?
That's probably why cornhole is different.
So that was my first time hearing about cornhole. Cornhole?
Yeah.
Is that what cornhole?
Yeah.
That's
Because what it
It's
used
a beanbag toss that you toss it in the
I don't know why it's
Corn.
corn.
I don't know why it's called cornhole.
because I
wonder
think
if
the
the
original
bag used to be filled with
bean
corn.
bag used to be corn.
That's quite possible.
Yeah, it could have been made out of hard corn. It makes sense.
I just felt like
Because technically you
white
just throwing it in a
rappers
hole.
do shit.
Really, all you're doing is tossing it in a hole. But cornholing has a completely different meaning on the Urban Dictionary.
Oh, that's when you toss yourself in the hole. No?
White people are weird.
Yeah. I just found out what snowballing was.
And what? See, you need to stop that.
That shit's crazy.
What is snowballing?
You don't want to know. No, we'll tell
Educate.
you off air.
Oh, okay.
It's wild.
It's
Get
super,
me off here.
super nuts.
It's super nasty, fam.
Or how
super
white
nasty.
or how frat boys do like the ookie cookie.
Juan, shut up.
Too much?
Yes,
Yeah, I gotta stay out.
she's
early.
new here. They're both new here.
My virgin ears.
I'm
My
not
poor virgin.
No, you're new here, like on
I'm
this
old
show.
school, but
You know on this
You ain't never heard about the ookie cookie? Never do it though. Never do it. Cause that's gay.
What's the guy?
The ookie cookie, that's gay.
Cookie.
Since you're gonna call it gay now and it's June, you gotta say what it is.
Oh, okay. So this is where a group of guys
Mhm.
circle jerk on a cookie.
And then somebody eat it.
Last one to
Oh.
last one
I've
to
heard that
last
before.
one to come gotta eat the
Like
cookie.
High school or something.
That's absolutely
Niggas is doing that in
crazy.
high school. That is nasty.
Oh, that's gross.
What culture do y'all come from?
Now,
I went to
although
high
it's
school in Menominee
disgusting.
Falls. I grew up around white people.
although it's disgusting, the situation makes you pine. Like I have questions.
I don't have no questions.
what
I
kind
do not wanna know.
like what kind of cookie is this?
Chocolate chip.
How big
Or
is said
milk
cookie?
raisin.
How many niggas is in a circle? Because if it's too many niggas in a circle,
You got too many questions.
cookies ain't but so big. Because like it's too many niggas.
Juan, you're asking the wrong question.
Too many niggas in here shoulder to shoulder, bro. Get off me, fam. I like to jack off in peace.
You're asking the
By
wrong
myself.
questions, Juan. The wrong questions, Juan. See, the question should be is, what kind of drugs are you doing that made you guys openly be like, we should all do this?
Everybody just walked in the room like, yo, everybody point dicks out. Like, wait, no, fam, what? This is not party. What's going?
2, what made y'all think about getting a cookie to begin with? Because that is something that has to be thought of. Someone had to be like, I'm going to aim on that cookie right there. Ooh, I'm going to aim too.
I feel like that's an acid situation.
I don't know. But
You ever did drugs?
drugs are bad.
Not
Okay.
hard drugs.
Well,
You've never done
I
it?
tried to
everybody did cocaine.
dabble down. I never
Right?
did cocaine. I don't mess with my nose.
Oh no.
Mushrooms? Mushrooms fire.
They're earthy women. Of
He
course
said
they
I
did
made-
shrooms.
He said I made
shroom music.
You make shroom music.
I didn't even know I make shroom music, but I can.
What
I can
does
hear
that
it.
music sound like?
Extra
you
trippy,
vibing.
like trippy.
Hold
extra
on, let me see if
trippy.
I
Like
can.
she got videos when the colors is jumping off the screen.
No,
like
it's just
the
the-
dog melt. Like what,
No,
what
it
we
was
talking
just the
about?
song just really felt.
You vibed out.
I vibed out. Let me
Tell
see.
him
If
you probably was on shit.
Nigga, I just listened to it like an hour ago.
But what are your musical influences? What kind of music you like?
No, I'm just kidding.
That's all I got. That's all I got in this world.
I don't know. I rap, I sing. I like a lot
rap?
of
Got bars?
I like alternative R&B a lot.
Yes.
I'll be honest.
Alternative
I be
R&B.
listening to
What does that
Megan.
sound
I be
like?
listening to,
It sounds like
Janae,
mushroom music.
I guess it sounds like mushroom.
Now, who makes alternative
Frank
R&B? Like,
Ocean.
oh,
Maybe
you went
Tyler the
different.
Creator, maybe. Would Tyler the Creator
Tyler
maybe?
Creator definitely. Some
Is
true
he? Yeah,
music,
that's
but-
alternative.
Frank
R&B.
Ocean is terrible.
No, he's not one.
I mean, he's
See,
not.
and here we go back to the conversation about how it's
No,
something
not
for
his
everybody.
music. His
you know,
music is not terrible.
as a person.
Him as a person is terrible.
Why?
Like Frank Ocean got some slaps.
Why is he terrible?
What's wrong with
But
him?
like the shit he be on, I be like, bro,
What
what
does he
is?
be on? What is he on?
I mean, the nigga no show Coachella, like he really think he bigger than what he really might be. Like, you don't got like you got some slaps, but you don't got enough
He
slaps to
definitely
be.
got a good following.
He don't got
He got a
enough
large
slaps to be
following.
doing what the fuck he be doing. Is what I'm saying. He not Beyonce. He not a
He need to stop
Beyonce.
acting
You know,
like
and even
Lauryn Hill.
Beyonce don't do
Right,
that.
right. Like you don't got enough slaps in the tuck to just be on this
Yeah.
diva shit. And even though I hate Lauryn Hill, that one classic
Hate
album
Lauryn,
has
yeah.
gotten her a long way
Like as a person.
as a
or
person.
You really hate some artists.
See, Lauryn Hill is a Gemini, and I totally understand her vibe and how she moves. I get it.
Lauryn Hill so cold, fam.
I totally get it.
She keep getting booked for. She don't show up, or
She
she
made
show
one
up
album.
late,
They go
and
on
they
45
still
minutes.
call her to do this. Hey, we trying to book you for the 15. She probably be on the phone like, "I'm not coming." But sure, I'll take the money.
Book me though.
Book
I
me though.
ain't
I'm not coming, but book me.
Put me down.
Book me. I'll be
I
there.
ain't coming,
So,
book me
Kendall,
down.
out of all the singles you got currently out right now, what's your favorite one?
Ooh, either Speak on It or Mad. Mad is the first rap song I released.
Yeah, I was listening to it earlier. You had a little flow to it.
Little bit.
Had a little old school flow.
Can you
Go ahead.
freestyle?
I can actually play the song.
Oh, you gonna freestyle? Come on,
Go
you
for
gonna
it.
play the song?
Oh, let me play the
You can
song
pick
that I
one.
tell you that she makes mushroom music.
Yeah.
This is
Let's play some music on the pod.
no,
This
this-
is
Raise-
was this the song I was listening to? Yeah, it was. Beat drop, bro. I can just see coke. It do. Or those Michael Jackson remix. This is when you start to trip. When the beat drop, that's when all the color explodes.
I feel like you gonna feel that shit in your chest. You know what's my heart doing that?
Your whole arm, your shoulder just start moving on its own. Yeah, okay. So now this is not.
Did you get like who produced that?
I got
Guy Ty.
Yeah, that shit. Slapping all other shit in the background. What is this for?
Yeah, let's play music for
Wait, shut up, bro. Calling that shit. How do you do it?
Vaughn over there playing.
On and off since 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Juan.
Making music is
On a scale of 1 to 5,
I'm fucking with it.
what you give it? What you give it?
That's a 4.
Is it 4?
I'm fucking with it.
Solid 4. I fucks with it.
Yeah.
He said, y'all going crazy
No
today.
music.
Oh, they can't hear.
They couldn't hear it because
Okay.
of copywriting purposes.
I enjoy.
That's funny.
I enjoy music, man.
You enjoy music?
Yeah, bro. I've been more in thought about this shit I said last week.
What did you say last week?
Oh, when I was told you I was finna do a project.
Oh, you really finna do this?
Nah, yeah, bro. It's time to.
I'm just saying, bro. We ain't got that much time left on this planet, so you know.
I know. I see. That's why I feel like sometimes I gotta stop getting high.
We've been telling you that for the last
Yeah,
5
but like,
years.
it won't work.
We've been
But
telling
now,
you.
like when you get high, you start thinking introspectively. Then you get deep on yourself. You got pause. Big pause.
I mean, if you
Does
want to
that
go
mean
deep on
stop
yourself,
Getting higher? Does that mean keep getting
No,
high?
I'ma keep
and then
getting high.
Figure everything out. And
Yeah, I'm gonna
everything
keep getting
makes
high
sense.
to figure it out.
I hate to say it, Juan, but you might hit that point where you know you just can't be high no more.
But because I was having a conversation with a friend and she was talking about like children. I'm like,
She
I don't
wanna
really
have
know
kids.
if I want kids.
How old are you?
34.
Okay.
I'll be 35 this year. And it was like, I don't really know if I want kids. Like, it's one of those things where like if it happened, cool.
Right.
But if it don't, I ain't really worried about it. Cause like most people, you just spend your whole life trying to prepare for some shit, then it can happen and you still not prepared. So like, what is you really prepping for?
There's a lot of doomsday preppers out there, though.
But you know,
It's
and-
natural.
But then when you think about having kids, like sometimes it's bigger than that. It's like this is my legacy. This is something that I'm leaving behind. I was like,
And kids are different. Kids choose you, you know,
Right.
and kids, yeah.
and it was like, now I don't really know if I want to have kids, but it's just a lot of shit I want to put out into the world that I can leave behind. Like
Okay.
when I'm gone, this podcast shit gonna live forever.
Right.
You know, as long as you can pick up some fucking audio, you can find Juan. He was on the podcast. So it was just like, and I love music and I like the process of making music. And then it was also like I was telling my homeboy, like, is one thing to look at it because we was a group. So like it's one thing when it's 5 niggas coming together for an idea. And then it's different when it's me helping you with your project type shit. Because I don't really have much input. These are all your thoughts and ideas. You may just say, hey, bro, I need a verse.
Right.
So I'm gonna write a verse. But it was like, what does a full body of work look like from my perspective,
Mhm.
my point of view, just how I see the world? So
Yeah.
this is something I want to do.
Do
and
it.
leave it behind.
You know, I want to do a day in the life of a content creator where I want to literally like sit down and have people follow me as I do this podcast shit from the CEO perspective.
You just want a white dude with a camera following you around, asking you questions.
Could be a black dude. I believe in equal opportunity employment.
That's true.
But I'm just saying, that's literally what I want to do. Like one whole day, just follow me as I get this shit together. Like meetings, the recordings, the conversations I have to have, the teaching people how to properly podcast. I literally want to do that. That's my documentary. Then I want to actually really, because now that Tubi exists, there's no reason why we can't make Broken Blunts and Bad Bootlegs.
I don't want to be a two.
Oh my God.
How that movie would be, fam.
So
It'd be
it's
great.
It'd be great.
iconically bad.
We made it.
What
for
is Tommy talking about?
Is that the stair?
No, that wasn't that.
Gotta do the blank stare one,
The
like
blank
on the
stare.
outside.
Look at the camera like, what is this
Like the
nigga
camera
talking
just looking
about?
The
at you.
second person perspective, right? You look in the camera like
I'm just saying.
gotta break up.
But no,
What do
you-
call that? Breaking
You telling me like a Sunday of just a person following us around wouldn't be interesting because the last show they have to do is actually hopefully awkward. You know what I'm saying? Like the documentary close
he
out.
gonna be like, yo, why you ain't had a cracking shit early?
Nah, nigga, you have to earn your pay.
Why you had this fuck shit early?
Nah, because I don't want everybody to think that everything is fuck shit. There's professional shit in the morning. There's wild shit in the
Right.
afternoon.
That's why we don't come on to after 10 type shit. You know?
Can't come on before then.
Yeah, 'cause you can't just talk about dicks in the middle of the day. You imagine opening
Bianca
your-
does.
right?
Like-
You open your Facebook to watch a live dick. Like,
You
wait a
can't-
minute,
you
bro.
can't say
That's how Twitter is. You can open Twitter without putting your hand over the screen first to make sure it's
I
safe.
only open Twitter on Tuesdays.
Twitter Tuesday.
Let me find out you be on Twitter on Tuesday too.
Hey man,
Now,
you
both of
got
y'all horrible human beings.
Miss Be Nasty, keep it popping.
That's all you follow? Nigga, you shortchanging yourself.
No, but you know,
Speaking of Miss B Nasty,
She got some
not
pretty-
just her in general. So
she got some pretty
recently I've been
titties.
listening to like non-TDR podcasts because sometimes I gotta realize what the world actually sounds like from not my perspective.
sound like booty.
So not really. So I was listening to Horrible Decisions, right? And they had Havana Ginger on there as a guest. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, she was a Latin porn star that was very prominent in the early 2000s. Sometimes got dropped in the black category for some
Oh yeah,
odd reason.
I got a lot of mic work to that. Not more than Pinky though.
But that brings up a good point. So she talked a lot about the industry and stuff. And there's a lot of things I did not know about her that surprised the fuck out of me. So first of all, she never really ever had like a sexual relationship outside the camera. Like every time she ever had sex during her porn career, it was always camera work, never in a personal life. And
Oh,
she
really?
never faked the orgasm. Every scene she did, she said she always came.
Now, being a porn star gotta be crazy though.
That is a wild mentality to have as a
And who
porn
is
star.
this?
Havana Ginger.
Havana Ginger.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's mostly known for her very large areolas.
Oh Lord.
You watch
Um,
porn?
I do.
What kind of porn you like?
What's your category of choice?
Intelligent ebony.
Oh my God.
Dog, if that's that'd be a wild ass category.
Okay.
You like
I
porn with stories, don't
Smart,
you?
smart BBC.
I like romantic porn.
What the fuck is romantic porn? You like love
like
making.
porn with them terrible ass stories in
No, not necessarily that, but like it'll be porn with like,
Oh yes, Victor. Thrust thy vaginas.
so
Dog, if you watching Bridgerton porn, I'm disowning you.
it's like real. Like they look like they're in love.
Give
for
me
real.
these back
So
shots.
yeah, you like the one where there's the whole story of
you
actual love
watch
making.
the HBO porn though.
I mean that's
Remember back in the day when there was Playboy and then I don't know what channel 33 was, but that was the hardcore.
Spice.
Oh, the Spice.
Spice was getting to it.
Spice.
Playboy was out here trying to tell a story and shit.
So
oh, John, don't sleep with Heather.
I'm I'm soft and I love love and all that kind of stuff. So
You a
yeah.
Gemini, of course you love love.
Hey,
I,
even in
lo-
your porn?
I love love, but then there
You like the sensual porn where at the end of the day everybody came to have a good time.
exactly.
So you don't watch like a Wesley Pipes thing?
Not at
No.
all.
Because even in real life, okay. So even if this is just something we doing, or even if we just linking, even if we know what it is, you know what I'm saying, is we know it's just physical. I still want to feel good about this or something.
You,
know what I
can't
mean?
make love to the sneaky link. No,
I'm a
absolutely
Gemini.
not. No, that's a
I'm
no.
a Gemini, so I send one twin out to
You
do the love
cannot-
making, and then I send one
See,
twin out to be the
This
gangster.
is why I don't like eye contact. You make eye contact with people, don't you?
What's wrong with eye contact,
Don't
my
look
guy?
at me, fam. Not at all.
What's
I-
wrong with that?
I love-
It's so
I love eye
weird.
contact. I love the kissing,
Especially while-
the caressing. I might even hold you for a couple
So you
minutes.
make eye contact with your sneaky link?
I try to have sneaky links. I can't sleep with people unless I like them for real.
And then she's not gonna like you if she can't.
So
have
I'm
more.
not sleeping with you if I don't like you. So I don't have that problem.
So how
Is that
how
your
are you
sneaky
ju-
link calling?
So can you just fuck and it just be that?
no,
So you gotta have a boyfriend type shit.
it's not necessarily a boyfriend, but I have to like you.
You gotta have a connection.
Yeah, it has to be a connection.
But I feel like you that sounds like it doesn't work.
It does.
It doesn't work for you.
But I feel like if we have a,
You okay, Kendall?
Yeah, I'm good.
You just wait,
listening.
waiting your, just waiting your
my
turn.
brain is on the fucking
Wait my
fritz
turn.
right
Give
now.
me your-
Listening.
No, my brain-
I
Because
don't
Kendall,
want-
Kendall zoned
Come on,
off for a
I'm
minute
just-
there.
What's the glitch?
So only fuck them if you like them.
Mm-hmm.
So can you like them without liking them? Is that what you're saying?
Can you be
Can I
attracted to
fuck
them?
you and like you, but we don't have to date?
Yeah, as long as I like them.
So how do you keep your feelings away from the nigga that you like but won't date?
Because I have to like them. I can't. Okay, the guy that I'm not dating, I like him, but I'm not dating him, is usually, ooh,
It's Tito's everywhere.
it's
But
only
it's
a
not
drop.
on me.
It's only a drop. The guy that the only time that happens, right,
Okay.
is when it's a situation where the guy is like, we cool, we kicking it, this is what we doing, but I'm not trying to be in a relationship,
Right.
and I'm cool with that.
Oh, so okay, that's kind of what I'm at. So you be on that type of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's just the energy, and I mean that's just the energy that I operate on. Unless,
We need more women in the world like that.
I mean, okay, you know,
Like, you cool. I don't want to date you, but I would like to fuck you from time to time. That's okay.
Oh my!
Why is that not okay? But like, why is that not okay?
I didn't say what okay. I just said oh my.
But when you say that, women look at you like, oh my God.
It's because
Such
it's
heat.
not what you're asking. It's how you ask it.
and that's true. And at the same
Can
time,
I ask
though,
it like I just proposed it right there?
No, that will
Mhm.
usually get 45%.
Yeah.
Okay, but how am I supposed to articulate this correctly?
We have two
where
ladies
I do
here
not
who could
offend
probably
you?
help you.
Like, I like you. You're very cool, but we don't jam as far as dating. But I do like how your vagina feels. And I would like to get this often.
See, it can't
Whether
be
that
like
means I gotta take you on a date type shit or whatever you want to do, as long as pussy is involved at the end of this night, I hang out with you forever.
Kendall, would you like to answer this one? Because your face is like,
how do you
Because
articulate
because
that?
honestly, I'd be like, nigga, get out my face if you said it like that.
But how can
Like
how
that.
can he articulate that you cool? I don't want to date. I just want to fuck. Because I feel like there is no proper way to be like, I just would like to fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be comfortable, but it's definitely a way about it. You can
How
say
would you
maybe
like
I
to be
feel like
told to
you
you?
can maybe say something like I feel like we connect sexually, and I feel like we like vibe as friends, and I feel like we could have that type of relationship, but I don't know if we could just like be in a relationship, something like that to that extent, you know.
So friends with benefits is usually my vibe, right? Unless, you know, I'm trying to go to another level.
How do you
okay?
get to being friends with benefits? Like, what is that conversation?
Yes.
Because I
So-
feel like these conversations that women say they want to have
Okay.
and niggas say they have, I feel like that shit don't exist.
Yes.
It exists.
And I feel like
It
everybody
does.
say
It
they want
exists.
honesty, and then when you be honest, they look at you like, hey, can you get out of my face? with
It
that shit?
exists. Let me tell you. So the way that I vibed for the last, I've been single for 7 years. Okay.
Why?
7.
Why is that?
I've chosen to be single for that period of time. After my last ex, I told myself I will not get into another relationship unless it meets certain criteria. I've had friends and situationships, or whatever, in that time period.
Just no boyfriend.
But no boyfriend. No, nobody has claimed me in 7 years. Okay. But I have had situations where it's like, okay, I'll enjoy your company. We can vibe. Let's see if this leads to something that we can, you know, build on or whatever. And it doesn't lead to that. Okay. So that's it. That's just the normal thing. That's just the norm of that.
You single, Kendall?
I am.
Oh, what that look like?
Yes.
What does dating look like at 30 for you? Or almost 30, I'm sorry. I don't put that on your jacket yet.
You know what? I've been very much like just concentrating on myself right now. I mean, I got my little
Yeah, I mean,
Your little
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. We got little years.
What?
Everybody got their little years.
Mhm.
But right now, I feel like I'm just trying to build something right now, and I don't want to be super distracted. If you can build with me, if you're on that same wave, we can date. But I'm also like, if I'm going to be in a relationship, it's gonna be serious
Yeah.
at this point. Like I've done the like just for fun thing. I've done the situationships, and so I don't know. I think right now it's focus on yourself season until somebody like we was talking about earlier approaches you and that like
I want.
and that very sure I would like to get to know you energy.
Because again, somebody has my attention right now.
One day we're gonna put I'm focusing on myself in the whole Hall of Fame. One day we will. Not calling you a hoe. That's a famous hoe quote.
No, that's a
What?
famous. That's
Why do you
a
say that?
famous anti.
Why do you say that? Why is that a whole quote?
Every
What is that? What does
in
that
my
mean?
personal experience, every chick that I've met that said I was focusing on myself was focusing on everything but her motherfucking self.
But, okay.
It'd be like if you don't want a
But
boyfriend.
that's because that's also a line for people that's just trying to send you off. But me, I'm genuinely just focusing on
right.
myself.
There's some people that
Yeah.
are, and there's some people
It is
that use
also
it
a
as-
send off though.
it's
It
a hoe
is,
quote.
yeah.
That's why it's a hoe quote.
When you're focusing on yourself, though, it's like I'm in selfish mode. I'm
Exactly.
in selfish mode. I don't give
I
a
don't
damn
have
right
the
now. I don't give a
energy.
fuck right now. Like that's selfish mode. And so they're telling you I'm focusing on myself. I'm not looking at anybody but me. I'm telling you
And these-
that I'm
and
selfish.
these
I'm
seven
telling you.
other niggas that's buying Chipotle.
But
and
even
shit.
still, it's a selfish move because it's like, all right, this is what I want to do. This is who I want to give my time to. This is who I want to spend some money on me. And if you buying some whatever, I'm spending my time with whoever makes me happy. That's a
Mhm.
selfish move.
Oh my.
Then they're telling you, like, hey, I'm being real. I'm in selfish mode right now. That's where I was the last 7 years. It was like, okay, I need to be selfish right now. I'm selfish.
Bing hair.
Juan, can you at least let people finish talking first?
I'm sorry. She
it
can
was
walk in and
like-
flip me off. Fuck I do to her.
Selfish mode.
You were
It's
born.
like, hey, I don't want to focus on anybody but me. Selfish mode. Focus on me. Focus on myself.
It's okay to be a hoe.
What?
But
Did
a
you-
hoe actually.
Oh,
But that actually would.
I'm trying to empower the word. I want everybody to be a hoe.
But that implies.
I don't think
though,
that's how that
you're
works.
Sleeping with the people that
Exactly.
and that's not necessarily the case.
Right.
You don't have to be sleeping with them to be interacting with them. It be conversation.
you could be an
Mhm.
escort. That's an escort at that point.
It can be conversation. It could be outings. It could be whatever. It doesn't have to be sleep because I don't sleep. I'm so funny about who I give my attention to, my body to,
Me
whatever.
too.
So just because, and even if I'm talking to multiple, I could be talking to 7 people.
Oh my.
I need to start giving my
I'm not
body
saying
away.
that that's what I do, but I could be talking to 7 people.
Hey, look, if you want to talk to 7 people,
But-
do your thing.
But I'll bet you any money I'm not sleeping with all 7.
I mean,
I hope not.
I mean, I feel
That's
like
a-
I feel like
That's
everybody.
a lot.
I feel like
That's
everybody's
not-
got to start. Everybody's got to start in 5 and a bench.
And not even a starting 5. It could be maybe 3 people that, I find, the conversation is okay. And not even saying this is what I do. But I could say, okay, well, there's 3 people that I enjoy texting them. I enjoy interacting with
Right.
them. And out of those 3, there might be 1 that you favor. So
Right.
women, when
Yeah,
they
facts.
hear that we talk to multiple people, or we do this.
You
we
only
do
talk
that.
to you can have
That's
But
what-
that
10
doesn't-
niggas. You only talk to 3.
But that
That's
doesn't
all
mean
you're
we're
gonna
sleeping
say.
with all of them.
No,
It doesn't
You're
mean
not even
we're-
It
talking
doesn't
to all
even
of
mean we
them.
really leading all of them
It
on
doesn't mean we
romantic.
like all of them.
Exactly.
Right. 'Cause
Stop
I
leading
think
us
there's
on.
so many
We
people in
hate
my
that shit.
inbox right now,
Exactly.
whatever, but I don't like any of them.
Mhm.
You been
It's
led
only
on time.
one person
Of course I
that
have.
has my attention right now. You know what I'm saying? And so it's
Of course I
like,
have.
How do you feel about when you get led on?
I just want, whenever I've been in those situations where that has happened, I would you prefer to just been upfront and honest, because the whole reason why you did all this was to either A, get something out of the situation, or B, use me as a placeholder. If you would have just came up front with that, you might have gotten what you want without wasting either one of our times. Or if I'm just a placeholder, let me know I'm a placeholder so I can, conduct myself accordingly. Because if I feel like, ooh, we're spending all this time, I want to get to know you better, let's make this work, and you really just waiting for JoJo to get out of jail, let me know. Because now I invested in you emotionally. Now I'm ready to kill you and JoJo.
Damn,
And JoJo don't even know what he did wrong.
Don't kill JoJo.
I just want to.
Please don't kill JoJo.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Just don't play with my feelings
I
because
really wanted to clothesline her too. Oh my soul out there.
I didn't even think about your situation.
Oh, I
But-
just wanted to kick that little bitch in the face.
Because she didn't have to do that. It didn't have to be done. She could have been upfront and honest to saying this is how I felt. And then we could have worked it out. Either I've been like, all right, cool, let's just stay friends. Or when is he set to come home? All right, we can do this. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna need this from you during this time frame because this is now this is my intentions.
I had a situation like
I
that.
feel like she should give me some vagina off the strap.
Do you even want it now?
I probably don't, but I feel like she
But I'll
should.
take it
She
anyway.
should at least offer it.
Because I think right now, even if you took it, you're not gonna enjoy it. You really just gonna try to be overly aggressive with it.
I'm not gonna, we don't even talk like that.
I'm
anymore.
just saying,
Yeah, and
like,
you know what? That's crazy. Like once I really like get you out my sister fam, you do not exist anymore.
that's the cancer in you.
And that should be dead crazy. Like I woke up and was like a week at went by. I'm like, damn, I'm really not thinking about this motherfucker no more. That's absolutely crazy. Like a week ago, I was in my fucking chest and absolutely wanted to.
You are a
slap you
water
across
sign.
the face.
So you are a water sign, and just
7
like
days
all
later,
water
I was
signs,
like,
once
Waterhouse.
the rain has come through and washed everything out the way, whatever was there is not there no more. Therefore, it's not your concern
my
anymore.
sunshine came. I was all
I
cried
didn't say it
out.
was-
There was no
There's
more
no
rain.
more rain
This is
in
a
this
cloud.
First of all, where the fuck is Angie Stones?
I don't know.
Because didn't she get a man in one of her songs? And then that was the last song I heard from her.
We ain't heard from Andrew.
We ain't heard from Shantae either.
Ooh.
Shantae had a
Shantae
man
got
at
a
home.
man.
Ooh, you right.
That's because she ended up making music with her man called Lovable, and that was it. They just started doing albums
Is she
together.
still with Kenny Lattimore?
Yeah, Kenny ain't stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, but that nigga who Eric Benet was
Eric, but see, we need to stop that.
saying Eric Benet was stupid.
No, we need to stop that because as time has come to told us, we don't know for a fact if Halle Berry is really even a catch. We just
I'm
know
not debating that.
we
with
just know
nobody.
she's attractive.
Pretty, and that's it.
We don't know how she is as a
That's
regular person. She
That's
could be a
true.
complete
She could
fucking
play music,
asshole.
yeah.
And Eric was like, "Look,
I'm gonna
you cute, and you really not putting out as much as I need you to.
Right.
Meanwhile, I can go home and half the chicks in Sherwood is throwing their drawers at me.
Hey, you think she walked in and he was watching Monster Ball and was like, "You don't even fuck me like that."
Oh, Lord,
I think they were
have
done
mercy.
by then. I think they were way
But
done by
imagine,
then.
like dating a celebrity and like she did a movie. You don't suck my dick like this. What's happening?
You kind of famous, you know.
What? They know you out here.
You
fam?
kind of famous. You got followers and music and stuff like that. Is it hard for you to date? Because you just said you can't date a lame person because you
The
famous.
thing is,
Definitely said you don't fuck with. Lanes
I-
can't call her. You only date ballers.
I'm just picky.
Shorty got a fetish.
I'm picky when it comes to the vibe, the personality.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure you
Is
want
that-
what I want.
Is that really being picky though? Or that's just
no, that's not the
basically
standard.
standards, right?
Yeah.
It's like that's not really picky.
No.
Picky is like he got to be light skinned, he got to be 6'2". He
smack his mouth.
You-
You
man.
me.
When
like
you-
that's to me that's being
but
picky.
I used to be that picky. Like
When
the way you just moved your mouth
But-
when you was talking.
But you in your 20s though.
Yeah, that's true.
Y'all don't know no better.
I don't
That's
know.
true.
Watching a nigga shoot with his mouth open though, bro, that's kind of
It's
Kinda
kind of
You'll be
wild.
irritated.
It's wild, fam. But
And
then,
like she looking at you funny and you keep doing it like you
see,
ain't
being
going
picky
yet.
is like I can't date a man who order his steaks well done. That's being picky.
Okay. I feel you.
You
That's
see what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
she might be right though.
Yeah, I mean, you're not supposed
you
to.
want to eat shoe leather?
You want to eat
bro?
leather,
Like,
but I
if
mean,
you gonna eat a tough steak, there's no telling what you gonna do.
there's no,
to me.
there's no ends to your villainous,
Yeah, right. Like man,
Your
you
treachery.
Like, you Jared Leto.
like your treachery.
You just saying anal beads to all your castmates and shit type of thing.
Also, I feel like Milwaukee is small, and so you
Mm.
got to be careful, especially as a creative. You got to be careful. You're not dating the same people all your
Yeah.
friends dated. Like,
You know what?
that
No,
just gets-
I have to. Let's correct that
But
narrative.
that's life.
What
though.
I'm saying, let's correct that narrative. It's not that Milwaukee is small. It's we as black people only stay in certain circles. that we tend to end up coming across the same scenarios.
Mm.
Because if you're an individual who doesn't see color, like you really don't see color, and you have no problem giving different people tries or dating different people, then you won't be no problem. Because I guarantee you, if you dated somebody when you were in Menominee Falls, it's very rare you're gonna run into him down on like 3rd North Avenue.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's very,
Unless he like Nunu from ATL.
right, very
Yeah.
rare you're gonna find.
Nah,
But-
listen, I've talked to like white boys from like Minnesota and like up north. That was years ago.
because that's
Like, I
Minnesota.
changed-
Minnesota people love
changed
crossing
the
color
change.
lines.
Yeah.
Like
They don't got no-
interracial dating is the preferred dating,
They ain't got no
Mm.
state
In
tax in
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Shout out to them.
and yet they have a Mall of America, which you think that would be the number one place you should be taxing like a motherfucker.
Maybe that's
people
the draw,
come to
though,
your
is that
state.
They know that they don't tax. Maybe that
Facts.
brings in
Right.
more people.
I wish I would have been a sneakerhead then.
Mhm.
You know how much shit I would have left on that mall with? Like, because there's no tax on it.
It's principle,
They're
bro.
gonna be legalizing soon.
Speaking of legalizing
Come on.
in Minnesota,
Yeah,
they just passed a law that they're now a legal weed state.
we're island.
Why the fuck
So
I can't
it-
blow weed?
We
on-
are.
So in so
Exactly.
that was going to say
We're island state.
right. So now in the Midwest, the whole fucking Midwest, Wisconsin is the only place that's still not legal.
We the only bitch still got their virginity,
Us,
man. We
us
weak as
in,
hell.
Ohio. Us in Ohio.
Do we
They
really?
losing all their weed
Ohio-
money with bordering states.
Oh, yeah.
too.
And that was the whole
Yeah.
thing, and that was the whole thing because we gonna end on this one. That was the whole thing because when you sit here, Wisconsin is a farm state, okay, meaning that maybe like I think more than 65% of the state of Wisconsin is set aside just for agricultural
Mhm.
reasons. Basically, meaning that we can be growing this shit everywhere
Yeah.
and just really just importing the shit everywhere and making buku
And
money
the revenue.
and making it taxable.
yes.
Yet and still, we don't want to legalize it. We are the only state that won't legalize it.
Yeah.
It also has to do with alcohol being such a huge.
And
They usually go together.
And the
Yeah,
open
well-
carry. And the open carry laws.
So we can carry a gun, we can get drunk off our asses.
Yeah.
There's a bar on every corner, but we can't blow it down.
But if you notice though, a lot of they have a lot of gun laws actually go hand in hand with a lot of marijuana laws. So it's like if you have marijuana in your system and with open carry and whatever, you can't be under the influence of marijuana. If you're like, so I think they rushed to make us an open carry state so that they wouldn't.
But see, that doesn't make any to me. That honestly, it doesn't make sense. Okay, because number one, we need full blown law reform no matter what here.
Absolutely.
Number two, we as African Americans, we only really populate 8%, like maybe 8 now because people keep moving. We only populate about 8% of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Okay, of just Wisconsin. You will find black folks in Milwaukee, the Kenosha racing area,
Mhm.
a small section of Madison,
Uh-huh.
and a very small section of Green Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of the state is white.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, so what you're worried about that we will do does not play a major factor on the whole state as a whole. Yet and still, we have a huge opioid issue here. Heroin runs rampant here.
Mhm.
Okay, if you legalize marijuana, which then entail will make you have to open up more distilleries, which will give people an alternative where you're not doing heroin because you can go buy you some goddamn gummies and calm your ass down. We can now take the revenue from the marijuana and open up more clinics to help detoxify all these drug users. And you can damn near almost fix your problem of the drugs in Wisconsin with drugs in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Like
Just
states
let
that
me
have
smoke my
decriminalized
weed,
it.
fam. That's all I want.
I just want to be able to walk to the store and get 3 pounds of Kush, 2 bags of that. I need some Girl Scouts and oh, this is new. Let me get 3 joints of that.
Mm.
Total comes up to 127.
I
All
was
right,
in
cool.
Arizona 2 weeks ago for my goddaughter's graduation.
And you blew it down.
Ugh.
You were hiding the cost of living.
See, man, we just need to smoke. We need a smokeation.
I'm just saying. I'll open up smokehouses all over the
Man.
place.
Mm.
We don't sell weed here, but you can come get high.
Man, it'd be weed and fucking would be dispensaries and food trucks.
There
everywhere.
are actually like really odd laws around
There's really a lot of laws in
the-
Wisconsin, period.
well, not even Wisconsin, but like the dispensaries and even like the people, because there were signs outside of the dispensaries and it said like, oh, the people who work here will be subjected to third party whatever, like, so the people who work there can't smoke.
Makes sense.
Well, I mean it does, but it's like, okay, if you work there, you're obviously pro marijuana, so
You can be pro. I can understand why they
I
can't
can
smoke.
I can work here, but I can't smoke. I mean, I get it.
Like,
get
I can't,
it,
like, even
'cause
at
they don't want
home,
you
like,
smoking
I-
as a supplier. But
I mean, I
like,
wouldn't smoke on the clock, but don't tell me when I get
But
off,
what's-
I can't,
Exactly.
when I punch out, I can't buy no bag. Don't tell me
so
that.
like, well, I can't have none of my system is the what a random.
Well, I don't know how they
That's
would.
not okay.
I don't know how they would.
Just working
I can't
around
see them
some
drug
pro.
testing you for something that's
I
legal.
can't smoke in a place where we selling weed. How they gonna know this shit buzzing if they don't come in and see me behind the counter
I'm working
blowing
here.
a blunt?
I'm
Can you do
working
your
here.
job
I know
properly?
you're
not gonna
like,
steal
you
it,
know
that's
I
why.
But
work.
see, I can understand you not being able to smoke on the clock because somebody got to sit here and explain to these high motherfuckers what's good and what's bad, what's an upper, what's a downer, what's for your
Right, let me
anxiety,
get- I
what's
can-
for studying,
yeah,
what's for
The
sleep
blood- the
apnea.
blood tenders.
Like I can understand them not being able to do that while they're on the clock.
Yeah.
But then I agree with you. Like, if these limit heads keep selling out, let's find out why they keep selling out.
Because I feel like with a dispensary as a whole, it's one of those that I look at it like a sneaker store. You're gonna get people who come in here who know what they want and they know all about weed. So I don't really got to explain nothing to you. You know, uppers, downers, sativas, indigos. You know everything there is to know because
Right.
you are a weed enthusiast. Much like a sneakerhead, when you walk into
Yes.
a Foot Locker, you know what kind of Jordan you looking for. You know when it's coming out. You
Right.
know all that shit.
Yeah.
But then there are people who are novice at it. So you probably gonna meet them few people that's coming in because they're tourists and they heard that this shit was cool and they want to get high.
The very first 3 years are just gonna be a bunch of people who smoking weed was bad. They have always thought it was bad, and now it's legal, and they want to smoke it.
Yeah, let me try this. You know, I've always heard, you know, on the weeds, let me try some weed. You're gonna get a bunch of tourists in that motherfucker. So yeah, so why can't we be on the clock and showing you how to experience this shit? Some people need a class on how to get high. You ever got high with a motherfucker that don't smoke? And it's like their first, like, fam, sit your ass down.
Relax.
I can't feel my hand. You
Where's
reach
my
out and grab. I can
where's my
feel it for you,
nose?
bro. You good?
Where's my nose?
You are old.
That's why Tommy was funny when he was on the shrooms, where you just waiting for it to kick in, and my nigga didn't realize it kicked in. Like,
He was
20
like, how long
minutes
did it take to kick in? About 30 minutes. You don't know you already hot.
Yeah. I get the yawning. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
oh.
all right. So we got one last question, then we finna get out of here.
One last question.
All right, I'm gonna start with one.
What it do?
Would you want 50 million or 5 minutes as God?
Damn, bro. 50. Well, if you give me 5 minutes, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can multiply 50 million.
Only 5 minutes though.
I will be focused on multiplying 50 million a million times for that 5 minutes.
Okay.
I wouldn't give a fuck about nothing else in the world.
50 mils or 5 minutes of God?
50 mil.
50 mil.
Absolutely. And let me tell you why. Because I'm going to spend my 50 mil, right? Get everything I want to get, spend everything I want to spend, and live my life. One day, I'm going to die. I'm going to get more than them 5 minutes.
Okay. 50 mil or 5
I
minutes?
was God.
5 minutes with God?
5 minutes as God.
As God.
Yeah,
I
you
thought
fine.
that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
As, I would,
It was
I would do
originally
my
supposed to
5
be.
minutes as God.
It really was supposed to be 5 minutes with God.
You know
but-
what God can do in 5 minutes?
You
I could do everything in
A
5 minutes.
lot,
I
bro.
could plan. I could get my whole life straightened out in 5 minutes, and
Bro, I would build,
I have money.
I would build bitches. Specifically, my liking.
That don't mean they're gonna like you back.
But, you
I'm
gon-
God though. Yes, you will.
but when you die, you get an infinite amount of time.
what if they
to
only
die.
like you for that 5 minutes?
Again, I am God. Y'all missing what God can do.
Oh, y'all see, you still forgot my loophole.
and he would just extend the 5. It wouldn't even be no 5
I would-
minutes. I'm God.
If I'm God,
That
I would
5
I would
minutes don't exist.
eliminate time. So
And-
time doesn't exist.
Okay,
There you
well,
go.
I thought about that, but then 5 minutes with God. Okay, when I die, it'll be infinite amount of time.
No, it's not.
No,
5 minutes
with God is 5
5
minutes.
minutes
As
as
God.
As
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
God. 5 minutes. Are you on the clock?
oh,
That might be worse than picking a draft pick.
okay,
bro.
that's way different. 5 minutes as
Mhm.
God. What
It's
do
a
you
big
mean?
difference.
What?
Why
No.
are you pushing the phone
Okay.
away?
I'm finna build.
No, wait a minute. So, okay, 5 million or 5 minutes. with
50 million.
50 million or 5 minutes as God. Okay,
Mhm.
5 minutes as God. Boom. And then I'm creating the money for myself and everything else that I need.
Yeah.
But all the manifesting has to be done in that 5 minutes.
Well, we
I
gonna
feel
manifest
like
So if you doing all
in
in
5 minutes.
the theatrics take you to like 5:02, that whatever you try to do don't go
But
through.
whatever we create, like, okay, not I don't know if it was 5 minutes as God.
I kind of had a feeling you didn't because you kept saying
Right, you want 50 million. I want
5
to be
minutes
him.
as
He
God.
is the original him.
Well, yeah. Well, if I'm God, then I can make
First
way
of all,
more than 50
hold on now.
million.
who said that God was a him to start off with, my guy.
Well, I mean, just
Because him dunking sound better than like
But-
she
in the process of habit, I say him just as habit.
Right. As a
Herman-
habit.
Herman-
But God is-
What's your
God
God-
don't have
what's
to
your
be
God's
God
religion?
isn't.
What's
I
my
know God
God's
is the woman.
religion?
What's your God's religion? Is he Buddhist? Is he Muslim? Is he Christian? Is he just a regular nigga?
Yo, God, my God, he's a stoner. He's just a real, he's a real nigga.
Just a regular
He
nigga.
like, yo, whatever you believe in, bro, I'm good. Long as you're not hurting people, you're not hurting children, you good in my book. You live right, I guess. You smoke a little weed. I smoke.
You ain't trying to
weed,
bring nobody back in your 5 minutes?
You like, I mean, who would I bring back?
Whoever you want.
Ooh.
Imagine you
And
bringing
would I
them
bring them back
being
here?
mad you
Because
brought
I'm
them
trying to get
back.
out.
Right.
Like,
That's
damn,
what I'm saying. I'll be like, no,
alive
why
you,
in
and
the-
now you.
Okay,
I'm
so
not bringing nobody
not,
back.
not using
No,
my
me
not
neither.
using
I'm
my
trying to
whole
get-
entire make time go away loophole. Let's say I can't do that. Okay, they learned they last time, so now they they scratched that out the rule books.
They said Tone has fucked this up for all of y'all.
Like when you go someplace and you see a sign was like no kicking of the squirrels. That sign is there because someone kicked squirrels. So
And you be reading it like, who the fuck was in here kicking squirrels?
like it's like you got to remember somebody.
Who's feeding the bear?
Some of these wild signs are there because somebody did it.
Right.
Probably white people. But I hate to say this, and I'm sorry, I literally would unalive all white people. I would literally make a black world. It would be a whole universe where everybody is black. There are no such things as different races. I might not even make you different shades because you niggas don't know how to act.
So are you eliminating white people or are you just changing everybody's skin complexion?
See everybody's skin complexion, same color. Because I want to experience for that 5 minutes how freaked out white folks get when they wake up black.
Yo, so now that you say that, you remember the movie Down to Earth?
Yeah, when he
Chris Rock.
came
Yeah.
as a fat white guy.
Yes. All white people would be white people, but every time they looked in the mirror,
They're
they
black
saw
people.
a black person.
They're black people. They're all black
so
people.
everybody saw you as a black person.
So
Even though you're white, you're still you, but when we see you, you're just a nigga.
everybody's niggas.
So you
Everybody's
walk
a nigga.
in trying to pull your white privilege and they treat you like a nigga. Fuck out, back of the line, nigga.
Everybody's a nigger.
Back of the line, nigger.
So 5 things I already expect to happen right away. 1, somebody's committing suicide.
Facts.
Off top, they just can't. The fact that they're
But I'm God. I'm gonna bring you back.
I'm not gonna let people die. All those folks who try to commit suicide, nope. You feel everything that just happened, you just don't die.
I'll be up there dancing as soon as he do it. Wheelchair,
Not even putting you in a wheelchair. You
brain damage.
got to heal. You there.
Gotta
Okay.
live. Got to see it through, my boy.
2, there's definitely gonna be some niggas out here. They niggas now. There's gonna be some white folks that are gonna be so quick to want to use the word nigga.
Right.
Oh my God.
Soon as he
Just
look
say it
at
now.
nigga,
I finally got the pass.
Like, all right, Quentin Tarantino. All right.
He already said
imagine him looking at his skin. And
Does he,
big up,
I
G.
know, you
They gonna.
got
I'm telling you, they
wings.
gonna be. They
I got
gonna.
some
They
big
gonna
old
look at their
Tarantino.
skin. They gonna walk outside. They gonna see everybody black, and there's gonna be somebody in the driveway with a cup of coffee. What up, my nigga? Like they've been waiting forever to say that. Okay. Everybody's credit scores are gonna instantly drop. Like instantly
All
drop.
white people credit scores drop.
All white people.
But I know some black people with outstanding credit.
They worked hard for that.
Exactly.
But white folks usually they learned the trick how to start off ahead of the scale already.
Right. They called their mama now.
Yes.
Got their credit score right.
Why are we mad at that?
Number
Why are people mad at that?
what?
You mad at that?
Because
Because we don't have that.
You want to know why?
We're
You want to know why
mad
we're mad at that?
Come on.
Contrary to popular belief, credit scores or the concept of credit scores did not come into existence until the 80s.
And that's only United States.
I mean, I wasn't even talking about it, just like
Nobody else.
No,
gives
no,
a
I'm just saying.
fuck.
But that's what I'm saying.
About
Until
credit
then, so
scores.
they figure out a way to cheat the system
Yeah,
when they created credit scores.
to keep you from some shit.
everybody still.
They do.
We be mad that these motherfuckers figured out how to cheat the system and get an 800 credit score, and they be mad that we didn't finesse the system and got extra government assistance. Everybody's stealing from everybody.
But we're the only country that considers credit scores for like
Yeah,
important
like-
shit.
We being in debt gets you further in this country than having everything paid off.
Hmm.
Stupid shit.
America's
in other
business.
countries like
Then they wonder why we $1
What's the-
trillion in debt.
Y'all and
And
got the nerve to always got our dick out. Like, yeah, fuck y'all. Like, we owe somebody, my God.
We owe
And then
we owe
act like we
everybody.
the best thing walking.
That's-
And we,
Classic big dick energy.
oh my god.
So
America's a
Now-
fuck nigga.
here's another problem. Now here's the thing. Now that everybody in every sports is black, now you just bad. Like
Can that be the name of this episode?
what?
America's a fuck nigga.
Nah, it'll get banned.
Okay.
It'll get banned
You
ASAP.
can't call it that.
America's a lane?
America.
Let's just leave America out of that.
No.
Remember, we played one Katy Perry song and got shut down for a whole month.
That's right. It
So-
was Taylor Swift.
It was Taylor Swift.
Katy Perry got the yams, so we respect her.
Do she?
I don't know.
Is that who did that photo with
It's a nice-
Ice Spice right
nice
now?
booty for a white girl, I suppose.
Katy Perry?
I don't know. I ain't seen Katy Perry in a while. I could be way off base.
Because right now there's a photo of Katy Perry
Katy Perry
and Ice Spice
Wait,
standing face
I
to
saw
face.
one with Tiana Taylor and Ice Spice.
I don't know whoever it is,
I
but
love
whoever it
Ice
was a
But
fucking
to me-
straight up and down board.
Not
It
a
was-
fan of her music, but she's cute.
Who?
Ice Spice.
So look,
She's cute.
okay, so
She's
look,
adorable.
She got
This-
mad
She is
quotables though.
adorable.
so look,
Mad
adorable.
quotables.
you
She's
guys, look, this is my
She's a
thing.
sexy carrot top.
Tiana Taylor, right?
Just put out some trash ass shoes, but I digress.
Look, I ain't even okay.
Motherfuckers.
Tiana Taylor. They had a
Oh.
meme or like a post going around recently, and they were comparing her with Ice Spice. Okay, and they were like, "Who's better? Who's?"
I keep saying
prettier?"
that. Yeah.
Okay, boom. So Tiana Taylor. Some people were like, "Oh, Tiana Taylor's, of course, she's the most. Her body." So Tiana Taylor, of course, she had the snapback after her baby. Right, her stomach is flat, and all the chiseled and all this, whatever. And we love Tiana Taylor. She has her music, all this, whatever. Some people say that her looks. Some people try to clown her looks, right?
I mean,
'Cause
she's beautiful, but
she has strong
she's
features.
right, man. Her jawline.
She has
crazy.
But
she has
she's
real ass
gorgeous.
African features.
She is a mod. She's
She's a model.
Her jawline, her cheekbones. She's all model, right? But some people try to clown her. Oh, she's like a man. She whatever. Okay. And so there was this meme going around. Who would you pick between her and Ice Spice? And there was this picture of Ice Spice, and she,
Right.
whatever.
I'm picking Ice
Both of
Spice.
them compared all this. Okay.
Why?
So people were comparing the two, and I noticed a pattern that the people who were who said that Ice Spice was more attractive,
Right.
it was more so based on like her body.
Right. Ice Spice a little thicker than Tiana Taylor.
Okay, but
A little?
why are we only considering the body and not?
Because you asking horny men who looks better.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Which is,
okay,
and I just said I'm taking Ice Spice, and that's not because Tiana Taylor isn't beautiful. I looked at it from like, Ice Spice thick. I brought that bitch a
It's
slice
just
of
big
pizza.
booty. It's
I'm
just
buying
big
Ice
booty.
Spice a slice of pizza. We going to the ghetto. I'm starting
Okay.
her out.
So I
Tiana
got
Taylor gonna want a real date and some real shit. Some shit
Here's-
I ain't got.
fuck what Juan talking about because he on bullshit.
Uh,
You are asking.
I'm a baddie and she in her mood.
You have to understand that men are very visual.
okay,
Okay.
I'm
So,
learning.
so before we ever get to know you as a person,
Kinda
what
like
you
I
look
see.
what you look like in that moment is a deciding factor. That is why social media dating sucks, because so many women will post their best photos of themselves online, and a gentleman will see that best photo, that best representation, and that's what we're making our decisions on when we're shooting our shot. And then we meet you in person and we see you still look good, but you don't look
Like this.
like that. And now it's well, now I just only want to fuck because I'm already here. So we're not trying to build anything. Men are completely visual, whereas in women, you care about personality, conversation, vibes, the whole 9 yards. If you look good to us and your features match, got titties, got ass, the complexion I like, your hair might be the way I like it to be, or you might have that little small voice that's just very tiny enough, but we can still hear you.
That-
All right, let's see where this can go.
That felt personal.
What?
That last one, that felt personal.
I love a girl.
That's why.
Love a girl with small voice.
That's why I said it felt personal, bro.
It-
It's whatever you like. Is
I
what
like
you
what I like,
bro.
my
I
guy.
like.
I have a type.
I got a type.
I have a type
Everybody
too.
got a type.
Fair skin, nice lips, titties. It's always a winner with me.
fair skin.
Likes wearing Air Max.
Crazy.
I'm always cool with that. Fair skin.
She a white woman?
No.
She can't be because you don't like white people.
Everybody knows I don't like white women. Only, but bro, no bullshit aside. So there's an art gallery across the hall now, right? So today I guess somebody had one of their showings. It's a bunch of Asian and white people here, right? And it needs a-
trap.
It needs always. Always. On top of that, they all came from a Stop the Gun Violence rally. Okay. Yes, same reaction I had. So anytime there's more than 4 or 5 white women in Sherman, Phoenix, I immediately go into hiding. I will not be around white women. And it's to the point where I'll go upstairs and tell tenants, specific tenants that I'm cool with, there's white people here. And they laugh at me because I be dead ass serious about it. There was these 2 white women who was, white people are nosy. Okay. They're always looking, trying to figure out what's going on. So whenever I notice there's a lot of them here, I always close the door because they'll be quick to like, hey, what's going on in this room here while recording is going on. So I close the door. That's why if you came in earlier, you noticed there was a black barrier that I had up because I don't want them looking in. That bothers me. It irritates my soul. So there was these 2 white women just touring the place. So I went upstairs. I told everybody, I was like, hey, man, there's a lot of white folks downstairs because, I get nervous. And
Listen, I need a witness.
so where I come and sit at in one of the people's places is you're not at the front door, but there's a big mirror where if you sit here, the mirror faces to the door. I can see 2 same white women were in here. They were looking in like, oh, what's in here? I'm sitting back here. They was like, what's going on? So these 2 white women keep following me, and I think they looking for me. It's like, what do you do? I don't like white women. So. And they were just laughing at me because I was dead ass serious. So as soon as those 2 white women made a left turn, I literally got up from up under my blanket, left, went out the door, and came down the back stairs here, came back to my space, came down here, closed the door. I'm sitting in the room like, okay, working. Maybe I won't see them. They're not, hey, what's going on? We want to talk to you about your studio. What do you do here? Like, y'all followed me through the whole goddamn building.
Yeah.
To ask me what the hell we do here,
Yeah.
only for y'all not to give a fuck.
They wanted to know what the niggers do down here. So they thought they'd ask.
You see curtains over the windows.
Right.
You see
Is it inquisitive?
it was all closed.
They said, oh my God, they give these niggers a voice.
Niggas need to
They've
stop.
got microphones.
And I feel
What are
bad
these
because
niggers up to?
I feel bad because they could have been investors, but I don't want white money. I don't want white women.
Want your white guilt money.
I don't want what that's exactly what it is. No. See, because white women are there are so many black people, specifically men, who are in situations because a white woman decided to say, nah. Color purple.
I feel you, and they dirty what they giving.
Too many stipulations.
You want to hold it over your head.
Oh my god.
Before we do,
Don't take no don't take no photos of you donating me money.
Listen.
my coworker, he asked me a question.
Was it?
Whenever they ask me a question and they preference it with, all right, don't get mad. I know it's going to be some racial bullshit. But he was like, why don't black men ever go after the attractive white girl? And I was, oh God! Before he got it out, I was like, I don't know why they date you fat white people. I don't know.
Yo, it is so
It's just, it's
so
mind-boggling.
funny. So I went to the cousins over in Midtown the other day to grab me something to eat. So as I'm parking my car next to me, the people getting out their car. So it's a big black dude. I'm like, okay, let me give him some room because I ain't got that much space. Then all of a sudden I noticed that his car lifted a little bit. So I was like, okay. So I mean, my nigga was big, but I didn't think he had that much weight in his car. I was like, his car lifted. So bro goes in front of his car. He stands there, and you see his girl coming from around the car because he's being a gentleman, waiting on this girl standing on the outside. The usual gentleman thing. And I look at this woman, and I'm like, that's a big marshmallowy bitch. Okay, and I'm like, what? Yeah.
That's a big marshmallow.
And then they went into cousins, and I'm like,
Can I get my piece?
I'm pushing P. Out of all the women that you could have chose in life, how do these big hefty bitches still keep getting chose? It is tons of single women out
I'm
here
convinced
who
that-
are,
because they willing to do more
but
and
con-
put up with more.
But contrary to popular belief, there's a lot of y'all that are willing to put up with the same
That's true.
shit too.
You're right.
The
I was-
same
At
shit.
this point, white pussy must be good.
No, white fat pussy. It's got to be fat because the skinny bitches don't get chose like that. So it's got to be the fat.
So,
Everybody on my 600-pound life is in a relationship.
okay, look. So a lot of my guy friends
Fat white woman.
that are in relationships with
Is that a fetish?
bigger
It gotta
Caucasian
be
women.
at this point.
Okay, right?
They
So
like the
let me
casseroles.
tell you. So Caucasian women,
You
big
like casserole?
I said they like the casseroles. That's
Big-
what they in it for.
Right.
big Caucasian women.
Suck dick, right?
No, wait, hold on. They know that their own people don't want them,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Stop coming over here.
our people will be like, oh, okay, well, I could make a biracial baby with you and you whatever trickle down you get with that, I'll leave that alone.
I did
Okay.
see a thick white woman on the freeway.
All right.
That ass was poking.
No.
So-
It wasn't the white woman. It's the scrubs.
Nah, bro.
It's the scrubs.
Nah,
It has
Nah,
to be the scrubs because
no,
show me a
no.
skinny bitch in scrubs.
I get where you're
It
going,
got to be
Tony.
the scrubs.
It wasn't the scrubs. Bro.
Scrubs have
That
never
white
felt the
woman
ass.
Just had ass, bro.
I refuse to
I
believe
didn't
it.
want to admit it,
No,
but that white woman
it's the scrubs.
had the yams.
She was a
It
Yamazonian.
was man. She damn near was thicker than Alexis, Texas.
So one
I
thing
still don't know who the hell that bitch is.
One thing
It's
I
a
can tell
phenomenal
you.
white girl who sucks a mean black guy.
See, I don't. She's white. You lost me there.
Oh, but yeah.
Hey,
I don't like
you
white
gotta,
porn.
you gotta get some raw chicken in your life.
No,
Not raw chicken.
Get you
chicken,
some chicken. Get you
chicken
some,
can be cooked in 200 different ways.
Get you some
Don't have to
chicken.
have it raw.
Get you some chicken cutlet.
Nah, bro, I'm cool. I'll stay with these crispy tenders, bro.
Get you some raw meat.
Look, one thing I can tell you.
You
That
like-
just sounds.
You like
About-
white boys
No, ooh, not never.
You know what's so funny, Tiff?
with the African shirt
I
on?
need my king.
No. You know what's so funny? Prior to
Never.
having a conversation with you and really getting to know you,
Not for me.
I would have assumed that you like white boys.
Why?
I don't know. It's the vibe I had earlier
Yo,
with you.
the
Okay.
look on her
I
face.
would have.
I
I would have
wish
thought
y'all
that.
could see Tone asking this motherfucking question. Because the look on her face,
Listen. Okay.
she was behooved.
I'm not even super shocked you said that because I've been told that before. But I've never done it outside my
No.
range.
I'm not glad you didn't, but I definitely could have put
I-
that
I'm
perspective
not.
can be,
Listen, I'm not
especially
even-
learning the Greek,
I'm
because
not
you're
even
not gonna
shocked.
go, you're not
You
gonna go
think
find no black
she be-
Greeks
she-
easily.
She be dominating the white boys.
I could definitely, you definitely would run over whatever white boy.
I'm not even.
If you
look,
date a white boy, your white boy would be such a beta male.
I'm not shocked that you said that, and people have
And-
assumed that
And he would wear
about
like
me.
khakis and collared shirts.
This nigga wears Vans
Facts.
People
and
have
cargo
assumed
And he
jeans.
that.
would refer to you as queen. He would say yes, queen.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far.
You
I
won't go that far.
wouldn't go that far.
You be whooping his ass though.
You definitely take his paycheck every 2 weeks.
People have us. People
You be
have
like the
asked-
white dude from Players Club when she came in there and was whooping him, and he wanted that shit. Say it loud.
Okay, so let me ask you this:
That's
what
wild.
about me gives you that impression?
Open-mindedness. You're an intelligent woman. You
Okay.
thrive off of intelligence.
Uh-huh.
So usually what that means is you're willing to give someone a chance if their conversation can match what you need. And a lot of white dudes really think on intellectual levels. They don't approach women always like the way black men do. They really come to you with the
He said, "Hi,
intellectual
I'm Brad.
conversation.
Went
And
to
I
the
feel like-
University of Los Angeles.
I wouldn't say all that. They will throw they
Got a
will throw their
4.0
accolades
GPA.
at you.
I'm a Rhodes Scholar, and I enjoy my black women.
But I think the conversation will make you look past the skin color.
I too have seen The Color Purple.
See, I'm not. I don't date outside of my race. Believe it or not, I never have.
You don't want no white man?
I'm not even. I don't want to sound racist, but like I'm not even open to it.
No, you're not wrong. Not everybody.
I'm not.
They
open-
won't date. A lot of them won't date outside white. So why couldn't we? Why is it
I'm
wrong if we
not-
don't?
I like my kings,
I fuck with
even
Latino.
if
They still us though.
like I haven't
Lighter
even.
skins.
That's all they are.
I
They
haven't
us
even
that
met
speak
my
Spanish.
king
Cause he ivory.
in the capacity that
Would
I
you?
need to.
He look
Would
like a
you?
bar of
But
soap.
I'm still open to meeting my intellectual black king. I'm
But
not.
what if he's white? Because the reason why I find that funny is I have a friend.
Your soulmate probably white.
I have a friend. Your soulmate probably white. Your soulmate is a black guy in a white body.
The fact that her mindset is she don't.
I have a friend. No,
But
no.
wait, are
Hear me
you
up.
saying that
I have a friend.
because
right.
I'm intelligent though?
No,
that other
I'm-
black men aren't intelligent.
You are very intimidating. You can be very intimidating to a lot of black men. But I don't know. It's just something about your vibe off top gave me I date white guys until I actually had a conversation with you.
That's interesting. People have said that. That's that.
Wait, he not the
So
only one to say that?
he's not the only one that said that.
You got a white
And I've
man?
never in my life dated a white guy, and I'm not even attracted to white guys.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's not. I mean, I'm saying.
I'll choose a black woman over anything else at any given time. Like literally. Kendo,
Tom.
you went to Menominee Falls.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. You should be.
You engaged in the pink meat?
Nah.
So-
Mm.
So you
did
dated
back in my
you dated
early
only
years.
one of the 4 black guys that went to the school.
Nah, being
No,
one
to
of
be
one
honest,
somewhere
I
is
didn't
crazy.
date in high school. I told you. Oh, that's a whole nother topic. You finna roast me. I grew up a Jehovah's Witness, so I really wasn't allowed to
Yeah,
date.
It's not funny, but it's funny.
I know because he told me about y'all conversations you be having. He said the second you heard that, you finna take that and run with it.
I don't got no beef with Jehovah's Witnesses.
You got beef with religion.
I hate them motherfuckers though.
But you ain't got no beef, but you
I
hate
ain't got no
them.
beef, but I hate you.
Hey, real shit though. I had a friend when we was in high school. Her family were Jehovah's Witnesses.
Mm.
And the shit was interesting because I'm like, you a whole fucking hood rat. And how was you a Jehovah's Witness? This just don't add up. But and then it's like her family was also Muslim. I don't even know if them two coincide together.
That's not how that works.
No, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But like when she was telling me she don't believe in birthdays and Christmas, I was like, how the fuck are you a child? What's up with this?
That's true. I actually never celebrated a single holiday, and I never celebrated a birthday.
What?
I know.
Growing up a Jehovah's
like
Witness,
still right now.
Still to this
Like,
day.
so are
and I
you-
think
Wait,
it's because of the fact that
when are you supposed to turn 30?
July 10th.
We turning up for your birthday.
All right, that's what everybody keeps telling
No,
me.
no.
They're like,
You
"No."
with TDR.
So how long
Okay.
how long have you been out of like the whole Jehovah's Witness mindset?
Here's the thing. It's been kind of like on and off. Like I really, I guess, kind of just started discovering myself and discovering the world and
when I was like
whole
23.
new
Exactly.
world.
I can show you the way, but no.
have legs.
Exactly. I was like, I have
Was
legs.
you
I'm
out
getting-
here ringing
Yo.
niggas' doorbell?
Hell
I love-
yeah,
Are
every-
you ready for the return of Chubb?
You too.
telling
Come on,
niggas,
sister.
telling everybody Hove coming back.
Ho. You know what?
But-
Okay, before we do,
But
go ahead.
Just-
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna just finish my. I'm gonna finish your
Yeah, go ahead,
question
go ahead.
real quick
Mm.
though. And then it's like I went back mostly, I guess, for my parents, and because it's like in that world, there's no other life outside of it, and you're gonna die if you know what it is and you know the truth, but then you decide to be on the other side. So
What's the
they
truth?
all
Yo, that's
just be,
wild.
yeah.
The cult, fam.
So
Like,
It's
it's either
Amish.
you
It's
in
like the
or you
Amish.
it's you in or you out.
It's like
But at
the
least the
Amish.
no, but the Amish give you that Rama was it
Exactly, and
Ramsfriger.
that's
They
the
do.
thing,
So they at least
like,
let you
I
go
didn't-
out there and
they
see,
let
like,
you
look,
go
this is
right
what
out
this is
over
what's
there.
out there. This is a better life over here.
Yeah.
So
I was raised in it, so I didn't really have time to do the soul searching. So it took me until like later in life to really do that. Later in life compared to a lot of people who go through it in like their teen years and all of that.
Okay.
So
so you dated the white boys.
yeah, because they was
I couldn't.
Did they
imagine
treat you better?
accessible.
Not being able
Huh?
to.
Did they treat you better?
No,
Did you date white girls?
I want to say dated.
Oh,
You just
so you was
engaged.
out here fucking the chicken cup.
Oh, when you put it that way,
Was this during the college years?
Pasty cheeks.
it was them early 20s.
Okay, it's cool. It's the
You're
early
allowed to
20s.
make
Yeah.
very bad decisions.
Well, they might not have been bad choices. You got to find yourself somehow.
Yeah.
You just grew up in a whole world that tell you everything was wrong, and then you get out here it was like,
Right.
"Fuck you talking about this?
It's lit out here. What
It's
you
lit out
mean?
here.
Right.
It's nice
I'm an
outside."
artist. I got a podcast.
Right,
I got all
right.
these cool friends
Like-
who are artists and creators.
Like losing your virginity, it sounds like a good decision when you do it, but when you look back at it, you be like, once I started fucking, I just did a lot of shit that you probably should.
No, see the
But I
problem.
lost my virginity in like a Disney movie. It was a
You made love.
nah, it was some damn Swedish dude in a mansion on the lake by the fire. Like,
What? That's how
he
you
was
was
30.
Your
He was
first.
30. I was older. I was 23 when I lost my
Yo,
virginity.
You don't.
What?
Don't. That's
How-
not. That's
how
not
do
about.
you how do you downgrade from that though? Like if this is your first sexual
Was
experience,
a Swedish nigga
niggas
on the
gotta bring it.
a Swedish nigga on the
Like,
mansion
a
by
nigga
the
must
lake.
be on a
With a
bear
master's
skin-
degree.
Right.
With a
Niggas
ma-
hit this on a bear skin rug, and you don't got a bed frame, my guy. What are we doing?
No wonder you went to women. They had like no man could match after that.
Yeah.
Right, I don't, niggas ain't got no
Like-
fireplace. Well, I don't know no niggas with a fireplace. I mean, in the hood, I guess. I don't know.
It's just the principle, bruh. It was.
Niggas ain't even got a chimney. I'm still trying to figure out how Santa Claus got
Niggas
in
ain't got
here.
a house.
Ain't no chimney.
So, like,
At this point in time, niggas ain't got a house. Honestly,
I mean, everybody stay on Section 8. That's how you get them chargers. Niggas who drive chargers are either in the military or they pay like $12 for rent. That's what the women. That's what the women say.
They
I don't
close
listen.
from the
I don't know if that's true.
or they put it in their baby mama
They
now.
think everything we do is gay.
Who does?
Women.
Think everything you do is gay?
Not me, but in general, like men.
There was a list that came out recently of things that men are not supposed to do.
Because it's like overly feminine.
Chicks was like, niggas couldn't have a wallet. How am I supposed to carry my ID,
But you know what,
my
though?
credit card?
A lot of that narratives come from men. A lot of men are insecure about what they can or cannot do as men
I think-
because they're scared.
That I think
That
a lot
makes
of
it
it.
gay.
I think what it is I think a lot of it is a social experiment, and we just not paying attention. People are saying stuff on social media, and we're seeing how far people run with it.
Yeah.
And then when one person picks it up and then they say it to somebody else who say it to somebody else, then it starts to become the narrative. Because when they was like, men can't drink, what was it, pink lemonade?
Yeah.
That's just niggas just being stupid because pink is supposed to be for girls and blue is supposed to be for
Right, niggas
boys.
can't order dessert. Bitch, I love lava cake.
Right, we're not supposed to order
Either
any.
you can get some, get your own, or you can shut the fuck up.
So I
Yeah.
think somebody was being funny with the narrative, and people took it and ran with it. And then it became, because like we said earlier, people base a lot of their decisions off of what social media says, especially when it comes to dating. So now here's a girl who's out on a date with a guy who cold shot, and he decided to order, the pink lemonade because it's fire here. And like Juan said, wanted lava cake because he hears dope ass lava cake. Now it's like, ooh, I can't date him no more. He got like, why he got? Because he had a lava cake and pink lemonade. Like, not stupid you
If
said.
I order lava cake and pink lemonade and you find your face up, you better be able to pay for this date, or if I drove, find a way home. Cause I leave your ass. 'Cause
Stupid
not,
thing.
you're not finna look at me funny because I enjoy snacks.
Why are you eating chocolate?
Why
Why
can't
is
I?
you drinking
How
pink
dare,
drink?
how dare you?
How dare
That's how
I?
they be looking. How dare you?
Like, why are you eating chocolate? Well, bitch, I was gonna eat you, but I changed my goddamn mind. I'd rather have this chocolate than that one. You
I would have
fucking
this
heifer.
cake than that cake.
Right. And yes, you do got yams, but I don't want them now.
Is it okay to have fandom?
What's fandom?
Like, how far can you let your nigga take his fandom?
What's
Or
fandom?
Yeah.
just
I mean-
somebody that you enjoy? That
Like,
you-
what would define
Like-
fandom?
he might be the type of nigga that enjoys superheroes.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, he go see the movies. He might be on some blurred shit and might buy the pop figurines. Whatever your guy like. This is his thing. Or just somebody that you talking to, whatever he like. One day you be like, he cool. I'm gonna give him some pussy. And y'all hung out, but you ain't never been to his actual house. So you go to his house. And his bed sheets might be like Captain America,
Nah,
maybe
you
Marvel.
lost me.
He can't do that.
That's too far.
You gotta
I
understand.
I like a little nerdiness. But
You gotta
the thing
understand
is
she
that-
also 30. So
yeah,
there-
that's
there-
childish.
that's what I'm saying. There's lines to be drawn.
Yeah,
Like if my guy participate in cosplay tournaments, that's different than you always putting on your Spider-Man pajamas.
exactly.
See what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like there's a
you
level.
you can be a little
Levels
nerdy
to
and
it.
have your little interests, but
You can have your
bed
nerd
sheets,
life,
Nah,
but-
is you 8 years old, nigga? No.
Now if they're custom made bed sheets with like the 2000 thread counts, but it's not it's the black Captain America, I might let you slide, my guy, because this is custom. This is designer. You can't just go to Target and cop this. Isaiah Bradley ain't just out here on the shelves to be picked up. So you put some thought into it. But at the same time, your whole world can't be nerdum. You know what I'm saying? You can't be the 40-year-old virgin, or else you will be the 40-year-old virgin.
There's somebody out here living like this.
And I feel
it's
you.
plenty
There's a
somebody.
lot of people that's living out here, but in the same breath, just because she might not give them no pussy,
No, it's somebody gonna
don't mean that there's not a female
There's
gamer.
Probably somebody match
Yeah,
their
yeah.
energy.
Right? There's
He's
not. There's
knocking
there's
bitches
definitely a female gamer on Twitch
on these
who's
fucking
who
Marvel.
begging for a nigga like this.
He web slinging all over these Spider-Man.
And balance is key.
You
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, like you always got to balance. So yeah, I like this, but then the flip side is this. You know what I mean? So okay,
You like cucumber sandwiches?
cucumber sandwiches.
Yeah.
What kind
No.
of question?
You just really throwing the white at her, ain't
Exactly.
you? Like that's like next to a nigga named Chad. Cucumber sandwich is about as white as you can get, my guy.
You don't find a cucumber sandwich to be refreshing?
First of all, the word cucumber and sandwich don't go together.
It's like a finger food.
Because it's not meat.
No, nigga,
Like,
just eat the fucking cucumber.
Where's the meat?
I'm not gonna ask you what the meat is. That's possible. For a guy that's like, where's the meat?
She probably got
If you're
yams.
looking at it's context. If you're literally looking at a sandwich, you can ask.
Yeah, right,
what's the
I-
meat?
It's a podcast.
Ain't nobody
I
He's
have
one of
to
those.
do
looking at
He's
you.
one of those guys that will pause everything and,
No.
and then say the most gayest shit.
You gotta pause.
Sometimes you just.
I'm comfortable in what I am. I know I'm not gay.
I'm comfortable in my sexuality.
If
Not-
other people want to think I'm gay, that's cool.
let me back that up. He's one of them guys that's childish as fuck.
Yeah, say that. Like, I'm very childish. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you fart, I'm gonna laugh.
Well, he's supposed to.
Like, it's just some shit that I'm never gonna grow out of. I don't give a fuck how old I am.
Yeah.
My babies
Me
be
too.
dying.
I got
Really
my
hard.
childish side.
Right.
Y'all two should go on a date for your birthday.
What the fuck? fam?
Both celebrate y'all birthday together.
I might not even be in the country.
Share.
You're right. As a big ass.
It's like nigga lie to somebody else. You could have said out the city. I might have let it
Said I'm
slide.
gonna be in Abu Dhabi.
Going to Costa Rica.
Like you could have said anywhere. You could have said I might be out
What are you
the
doing
city.
for your birthday, man? Dirty 30.
She don't know because she
I
don't
don't
celebrate
know.
it. So we gotta celebrate
Everybody's
her
been trying to
birthday.
Get me to figure it
I like
out.
strip clubs.
Everybody's been telling me they finna.
You want to go see titties?
Only if I'm not paying.
We wouldn't ask you to come if you.
We tip more-
Besides, you a woman. Most of
Right.
y'all don't have to pay for shit.
Right.
If somebody else give me the money to tip with,
After you pay
my
your
birthday.
dues.
That's crazy. I like the honesty, but that's crazy.
Because why am I paying to see what I can see for free?
My birthday's in 12
Because
days.
it's not about seeing what you can see for free.
It's about
it's,
the artist.
it's about the atmosphere.
Not 12 days.
Like
11
I can
days.
watch porn if I just wanted to see titties, but it's just something about.
I'm
being
not
inside
celebrating no
the strip club.
Geminis.
My birthday's
And
in
it's kinda
11 days.
therapeutic.
Something about it being live in your face.
My
Except for
birthday's
when
in
you go to
11
Ricky's,
days.
'cause It get tricky.
No,
over
I heard
Yeah,
Silk
Tricky
has
Ricky.
the Silk downtown blows everybody out the water. All the bad black bitches are there now.
I know
Right,
somebody who
'cause
worked
all-
there.
Ricky's be offering hand jobs when the lights come on. I'm like, "Man,
Ricky's?
can we go home?
When the lights come on,
Oh, no.
they reckless.
Man. That's man. When you be in a strip club, when it closed and then they cut the lights on and
And
all
you
the
sit there
dancers and
like-
shake, like it's like a meet and greet after the fucking club.
A
They
meet
cut-
and greet.
yeah, man. They cut
Ah.
the lights on, they
Meet.
turn the music off. The strippers still walking around. Hey, thank you for coming.
Like they just put on the
Hey, all-
performance of their
and,
lives.
you know, Dead ass. A chick walked
Y'all
up
been a
to
great audience.
She walked up to me and bro was like, $100 for the both of y'all.
Like, that's a wild party.
Thought about it. And I was like, nah, I'll pass.
That's a wild party for $100.
I mean, it wasn't about fucking with my bro. It was more about like,
You only charged $100.
yeah, like I think it should be a little more. You don't really care about yourself for the 100. Like this is probably a $300 job.
This is how you value yourself. Only
It should have
$100?
been a little more. Like you should have made us really think. Like,
The pricing just
yeah, right, your pricing's off.
yeah.
Supposed to go high and then negotiate
Right.
down because you
Right.
could have got
I don't
away.
trust it. It's
Could have
too
got.
cheap.
Could have got
Yeah,
a. Right. That's
right.
really what it was.
That's
It's
really
too
what it was.
cheap.
Like, it's too cheap. I don't trust it. You the guy, and she was cute too. Like you can't be fucking for the $100.
Not two at once.
Right, you taking double trouble for the $100, the 50 a piece.
Maybe a solo. I understand.
Strippers be getting handsy as fuck too. I don't know. Y'all got shit.
Could they be robbing you on the low?
Just dance and take my money. Don't give me a fucking boner in here. Like, bro, that's ridiculous. So get your hands off me like that.
Oh, I forgot that was there. Yeah.
So I bring you vitamin water for no reason.
What
I forgot
the
I have
fuck
it. It
is
was
that?
right there.
That's fancy.
So now that we've come to the end of this episode,
I'm glad.
first of all, Tiffany, thank you for sticking around. You literally gave up your whole evening,
Look,
whole damn
this was
evening.
fun.
I'm glad you had
I
fun.
appreciate the
Podcasting is fun.
invitation.
I be
You're
on my
more than
nigga
welcome to
like-
always come
I'm a
back.
Gemini. I like to run my mouth. I like to be a part of communication.
Somebody keep blowing you up,
My kids.
okay?
they
Because
alright.
it's
They
almost
grown.
midnight and they
They
don't know where the
grown.
hell you
They
are.
grown. They all
So, Kendall, now that you
yes.
now that you've experienced your first podcast, right?
Pop your cherry.
Yes.
I'm sorry this was your first experience because from here it's just going to be confusing on anybody else's show because either they ain't gonna be wild enough or they're gonna be too professional
Mhm.
or it's just fuck niggas here on out. So what have you learned about podcasting so far?
Man, you just got to go with the conversation. I mean, yeah, have your top topics in mind, but
Are you sweating?
no,
Okay.
like glistening a little bit.
No, because the way the light hit her forehead, I was
Oh.
like, "You sweating, man?
Nah,
Like, don't
I
be
wouldn't make
sweating."
you that nervous.
That's the light. It's the lights. It's always the lights.
But
Are you ready? You ready for this?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
So make sure y'all tune in next week to check out Kendall's new show.
I'll be doing my own
Okay,
podcast.
Okay, new
She don't know yet.
Man,
She
I
got
don't know
homework.
yet. Yeah.
Damn. I thought we
Yeah.
had an idea and a
When's your
thought.
birthday?
July 10th.
Oh, you did say that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Cancer.
Big
All
cancers
right.
around here, big city.
We haven't came up with
Y'all
time
alright.
because she
Y'all alright.
literally sat down with me today.
Y'all is
She
alright.
popped in last week randomly. Was like, "Hey, what the fuck is this?" I was like, "Hey, it's a podcast, dude." Yeah.
Tendency.
I was like, hey, I've been wanting to do this.
They're like, "I've been wanting to do one." All right, fine. Give me your number. We'll do a podcast. So I was cool.
Yeah.
Trusted her. She didn't seem like she was gonna be a fuck nigga.
I'm not no fucking.
When she came today, we sat down, we had a little meeting, taught her a little bit. She still was here enthused, which is cool. And then she was like, "So when can I be on the podcast?" So I want to be on a podcast. I was like, "Well, I recorded 8 tonight." Okay, I'll be there.
Yep.
And she can.
Yeah, you came
That's
back
how
to this
it was born.
nonsense.
I warned her too.
He warned me about you.
What the yo? We'll talk about this all there. Because then you gotta stop prepping people like that. I feel like you prep people like I'm the nigga who sit in the corner with the helmet.
To warn
No,
you.
I prep.
You gotta-
No,
you gotta
okay.
warn people.
When I prep,
But the way you do it is like when you walk in somebody's house, you be like, "Don't go in there."
He didn't.
Right.
It wasn't like
I don't-
that.
I don't-
Nah.
Windows and then he get his hands.
He
on
just
you,
he
I can
is
help
basically just to be ready for whatever.
right?
Whatever
I
out
don't
of this
prep
nigga
them
mouth,
like
that's
you,
all.
you just like a dangerous human being.
Nah.
I just let them know, like, when you come on the Death Fresh show, it's probably the most left of podcasting that you'll ever get used to, because we have actual conversations and we say what's on our mind. Like, if you go based on popular podcasts, they sometimes be fully scripted. They stay within the confines of a conversation. They may actually stay an hour. We clearly don't stay an hour around this bitch, but we're gonna work on that.
Yeah, videos. Fine.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that. So sometimes
It's
people
dope for
got to
the
be
audience
prepared
if
for
you
how
cut
we
shit
do,
in half.
because
We did
when
2
you-
shows.
when you talk with us, you can really fall in a rabbit hole of conversation. So if you're a person like Tiff who loves to talk, well, shit, as long as y'all got the mics on, we're gonna keep fucking talking.
Yeah.
Some people are not ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if she didn't have to go see a man about a horse, she'd probably still be here.
You're right.
A man about a horse. Some of the shit y'all come up with for dick appointments is absolutely crazy.
Because you can't just say a dick
You
appointment.
can't say dick appointment. You can't say I gotta go get some vitamin D so I can make sure.
The word pussy is starting to be crazy.
Okay, so
It is.
Like
right?
There-
my coworker,
you know
said
there's
pussy,
action-
and I was like,
All right,
really?
so before we got here, fun fact about that statement. That statement really had nothing to do with
Dick?
dick at first.
Oh, was somebody really going to see a man about dog?
No, they was really going to see a man about a horse, because women used to get their jollies off during horseback riding. Which is why if you ever
Button with the rainbow sound, the more you know.
if you actually pay attention, back in the days when women used to ride horses, they had to ride it sideways, because when they rode it like the way the men would ride it, the saddle, or barebacked it, if you rode a horse bareback, would rub against their clits all the time, and they would actually get off from riding on the horse.
That's kind of weird though.
So because a woman couldn't,
Bestiality.
because,
That's
no,
some sick
it's
fuck.
weird. It's weird when you think about it, but you got to remember, a woman's virtue is what kind of made her worth value when it was finding a wife. Because you got to remember, women didn't choose their mates
No,
back
I'm
in the
saying
day.
it's weird getting off from riding a horse.
You get something rubbing on your clit, and you gonna tell me you're not getting off?
It's a horse.
It's a horse to you.
It's
They didn't have
a
vibrators back in the
horse.
days.
That's actually where the vibrators came from. So gynecologists would actually stimulate women's clitorises as like a part of a. Okay, so the word hysterectomy.
Oh, yep.
all
Hysteria.
that, right? Hysteria, and they would do the whole, I'm putting a vibrator on
Right.
you and whatever hysteria, and like that's the whole thing.
Like, English language is really fucked up
Oh
when you
my
think
God.
about
It
it.
is once you pick it
Even
apart.
just knowing Greek, like you'd be surprised. All the stuff that is the foundation for our language that plays into our language where our words come from, etymology. So like a lot of our words are based on other words
Like
that are
Greek and
based in
Latin.
Greek.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So like just quick example. So we say the ecosystem, right? So like the whole system as far as how our weather and our animals come into contact with us, right? The ecosystem, ECO, eco. That comes from a Greek word called eco, which means family, OIKOS. So like if with the Greek yogurt,
I was about to say like the yogurt.
there's yogurt called Ecos, so OIKOS. That's pronounced Ecos. That's where Ecos That's where the ecosystem comes from, and it's based on a Greek word that means family. So the Greek word for ecosystem is based on a word that means family. We all work together. It's nature. It's the weather. It's people all working together.
And it's yogurt, apparently.
And it's yogurt.
Shout out to yogurt.
Greek yogurt, nasty.
Facts.
That's why they got to add. That's why they gotta add fruit with it.
That yo play.
Yeah, Greek yogurt is not
If you're gonna eat yogurt,
I don't
good. It
like
tastes
it.
like
I-
sour cream. Like
Tastes
It's
like
so much
sour
better for
first
you,
of
though.
all, what niggas eating yogurt? Not
That's
yogurt.
gay.
It's good.
It's
for you.
not gay. I just don't like yogurt.
Yogurt is good for you if
pudding
you do it right.
Actual yogurt is really good. Probiotics.
Yeah,
really good
exactly.
for your stomach.
I'm
Really
sure.
good for like,
All right,
your
so
life.
we have been talking for exactly 3 hours. So
Alright.
go.
3 hours.
3
Hey,
hours?
yeah, that shit's funny now.
What?
Three
That
hours
shit's really
later.
funny.
Wowzers.
3 hours later. That's the name of this.
3 hours
3
later.
hours.
yeah,
Can
So-
you say, thank you for coming and good night in Greek and then Tono in the pod?
Well, then imi aptaste akuma. So I'm not fluent necessarily.
hey, just say what you need to say.
Okay. So what do you
Say good nights.
Thank you. Thank you and good night.
good night? Kalenita.
That sounds so
Kalenita.
sexual. But with that being said, we have come to the end of the episode. So thank you for tuning in. Make sure you check us out on all streaming platforms, like Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio. With that being said, people, we are out of here. Peace.
Go.